I'm not ready for this, man. I'm just not. I am, but like, will I ever be fully ready, man? Like, oh, we're so in for it. We are so in for such a long night. Like, who the fuck knows what's going to happen? Like, oh, I'm just like, I'm so looking forward to this, but I'm also horrified. I'm also so horrified about what tonight is going to be like. Like, oh man, I am utterly horrified. Like, I so much good can happen, so much bad. Like, enter a valid URL. Oh shit. Like, there's just so much that can happen, and I don't think I'm ready. Honestly, I don't think I'm prepared. So yeah, you guys, if you're gonna stick with me through the entire thing, this is gonna be a roller coaster of emotions. I think this is the 4th year in a row I've live streamed during the first round. So either 3rd or 4th. I witnessed the Xavier Worthy fall, the Xavier Worthy incident. I witnessed the Trent McDuffie incident. I've been around the Michael Penix incident. I've been around for a lot of incidents. All right. You can't hide from me. I know who your name is now. Coach, happy to see you in here. I hope you're doing well. Cave, are you ready for the Jags to pull off this masterclass? Every single pick outside of the first like 3 are going to have me on the edge of my seat. So I'm excited. I'm so excited. If you're in here, be sure to drop a comment. I'll throw you up on screen. I appreciate y'all for hopping in. I appreciate y'all for hopping in. Do you like my graphic? I feel like I did a good job, right? I feel like I did a nice little job. I got all my picks right up here. I'm going to be tracking how my mock draft scores. If you guys were around last year at all, maybe you weren't, but I do this thing on this website called the Huddle Report, and I'll show you guys in a couple minutes. I got to keep tweeting out all my notifications that I'm live and shit. So let me do that real quick. Live streaming coverage of the full first round of the NFL draft. Hop in and join the party. Sorry, I'm tweeting out my links. Drop comments. I want you guys. I wish I would have went live earlier to do this, but as the draft builds up here, drop names in the comment section of players that you want me to guess where I think they're going to end up going to. I think that would be fun for me to kind of do in my head, a quick thought exercise. So if there's somebody you want to know where they might end up, I'm going to give you my best guess as to where I think they might get drafted. I think that would be fun to do and then fun to look back at. And not just round 1, guys. Like, I'm privy to like the top 150 players. Like, I think I have a pretty good idea. Once we get past 150, that might be a little stretching it for me. But if you got names, I want to hear them. I want to hear them. Come on. The amount of people that I'm sure. Well, am I on? Yeah, I'm live on Facebook. Last year, I live streamed. I was live streaming stuff. Nap, what's going on, Napster? How you doing? How you doing? T reported Bean is trying to trade picks with Pittsburgh. Interesting. I believe it. The Steelers are rumored to be wanting to move back. They are rumored to want to move back, so I don't doubt that. And the Bills got a lot of draft picks, so if they want to move up, this is the year to do it. But is there a player worth moving up for? You don't want to just move up for the sake of saying fuck it. You got to make sure your guy is there. Like, I think this class is weird. It's either you really appreciate the class for what it is because it's not your traditional edge rusher heavy, quarterback heavy, receiver heavy class. So you can appreciate it in that way. But at the same time, it does matter when you're looking to trade up. Like, if those premium positions aren't really there for you, like, I don't know, you might not want to necessarily move up. You know what I mean? Just joined. Thanks, Keith. Thanks. No trades yet. There was a trade earlier. The Browns and the Texans. The Texans traded both of their fifths away from this year in exchange for like 2 sixths from Cleveland and then like a 2027 sixth or something. Just a bunch of day 3 picks. But yeah, other than that, no picks. If they move up, it has to be a day 1 starter. I would like to think anybody selected at 30th overall is going to be a day 1 starter, 30th and inside. What's going on, buddy? I clicked the logo. It did not take me here. What do you mean? The logo? What logo? Is this not the right link? Am I tweeting out the wrong fucking link? No, it's right. What logo? I don't know what he's talking about. Are you I don't know, bro. Usually when it shows live, I don't know. You got here. That's all that matters. Link below. Your story. It's just I need someone to tweet all this shit out for me. I'm so fucked. All good. All right. Drop some names in the comments of players you want me to predict where they end up. They can be first-round players, second-round players, third-round players, some fourth-round players. My bag gets kind of deep. This is the deepest in the draft I've been throughout my entire content creation career. So I could definitely get deep with this. So if you want me to predict where a player might go, I'm going to do my best. I think it'd be cool to look back on some guys because I didn't do a full fucking I did a first-round mock. I'm not a freak doing a 7-round mock. There are people for that. That ain't me. Shedeur to the Bills or bust. I just saw an interview of Shedeur with Max Crosby. I don't think there was much to take away from that. He was bitching about how he didn't like the whole NFL comp thing. How about Isaiah Bond? Isaiah Bond's an interesting case because this is a player that people would look at and say, oh, another fast Texas receiver that you can use in a bunch of different ways, similar to what Xavier Worthy was last year. But I don't think Xavier Worthy and Isaiah Bond are in the same stratosphere. I think Bond, for off-the-field reasons on top of it, is a far worse prospect. I think Isaiah Bond would probably fit. I'm going to take a stab and give him to I'm going to say the Cardinals. I think Isaiah Bond will end up with the Cardinals. This is a team that was rumored to be maybe in the receiver conversation in the first round. So they'll certainly be looking at one in the third or fourth. So I'm going to say Isaiah Bond ends up with the Cardinals. I think they like those small, fast, speedy guys that can get the ball in their hands quick. Like the Rondale Moores of the world. They got Greg Dortch there right now. I think Isaiah Bond to Arizona makes sense to me. The Browns moving, I don't buy it. I think everything that we've heard for the last 48 hours has been a bunch of smoke. I'm not going to lie. I don't think any of you two have talked about the awesome tight end from Boston College. What's his name again? I would need to be reminded of his name. Golden is better than Bond, and Golden will be the Arizona pick. I don't know. If Arizona goes with the receiver, I'll be fucking shocked, Keith. Genuinely. This is a team that just spent the fourth overall pick on one last year. They run the ball a ton. Trey McBride just got extended. I don't know. I think they'd be out of their mind to go with the receiver. They just don't pass enough, I feel like. And when they do, McBride was their leading target last year. And that wasn't because they didn't have options. And I like Greg Dortch. I'm a Greg Dortch kind of guy. Give Greg Dortch the fucking football. Oh, Harold Fannin. I think Harold Fannon's gotten a little bit more shit than he deserved. If he never participated, Harold Fannin was a victim of the combine in a bad way. Had he not participated, I think people would be talking about him in a different way. I think he's graded fairly. I think the way people perceive him, though, is pretty fair. I'm not going to put him in my top 3 tight ends, top 4 tight ends, maybe top 5. But Spear. Bond has assault allegations. He does fall. Yeah, he'll probably end up. I think Bond's probably a 4th rounder, 3rd, maybe 4th rounder. But drop some more names. Was I supposed to guess Harold Fannin? If I were to guess Harold Fannin, for the sake of doing the exercise, I think Harold Fannin ends up in, let's say, I think I could see Fannin with, this is kind of tough. Give me the Rams. I think the Rams pass. I'm going to give Harold Fannin to the Rams. They've been looking for that athletic receiving tight end. They tried for Bowers last year. This year, they're in the Colston Loveland conversation. I don't think they're going to end up with him. So I like that. I think Harold Fannin to the Rams is going to be my pull here. Josh Rose safety out of Baylor. He tore his ACL, didn't he? Shit. Yeah, no, we can't draft that guy. He's on gear now too. Can't do that. Can't do that. Swear to God, don't mention Broncos drafting Hampton. They are going to be drafting Hampton per my mock draft. Oh, that's what I wanted to do. So every year for the last 2 years now, I've done something called the Huddle Report. And the Huddle Report is a website that grades and scores mock drafts submitted by all sorts of creators and insiders all over the internet. Oh man, where's the link to get to that scoreboard? Oh man, I gotta. How do I get to the scoreboard? How do I get to the scoreboard? Where is it? Live mock draft scoring. Okay, so let me share my screen. Share screen. Okay, pull that over here. So what you're looking at right now is the Huddle Report scoreboard. So for the last 2 years I've done this. I submit my mock draft prior to the deadline, and you get scored on this site. There are some of the biggest insiders, biggest, draft heads, in the game on here. Josh Norris from Underdog is on here. There's Brendan Donahue. He's from Sharp. Ben Standings from The Athletic. Mike Band is pretty big on here. Trevor Sikema. I can't even pronounce his last name. Hayden Winks. Kyle Krabs. Joe Marino from Lockdown Scouting. But there are some bigger names on here that I'm not even finding right now. Like I know Lance Zierlein does this. Maybe he didn't do it this year. But there have been some pretty big names that have done this over the past couple of years. Oh, here's Daniel Jeremiah. That's who I was looking for as well. So it's pretty cool. My name is here. This is my name. I look to be high on the board. So I'll be rooting. I'll be checking this throughout the course of the draft to see how I'm comparing. But this year is going to be tough, man. Like there is no consensus anything at all. I have my computer pulled up. I pay for NFL Pro or whatever the fuck. So I have it pulled up right to my left. Yes, my name is Michael. You know that. At least I think you do. Cave, I know you had a guy at tight end with a funny name, but I can't even find him. I know you had a guy at tight end with a funny name, but I can't even find him. Are you talking about the Syracuse guy? Oh, you didn't know that? Yeah. Well, I've been doxxed 4 times in the Discord, so I guess you must have missed that. But that is my name, yes. Congratulations. First round live streaming. First round of NFL draft. Hop in, watch party linked below. I've been MIF in Discord for months now. I think I've seen you here and there, no? It's not been months. You're exaggerating. You're exaggerating. It's not been that long. I feel like I notice when people are in and out. I've noticed, but it's not been that long. Your last message was probably a few weeks ago. So you've been out that long. Unless I'm tripping, which I guess is possible because I've been in and out myself. Busy with all sorts of shit. So maybe I'm bugging. Okay. That wasn't necessary, Michael. Do I have to delete that message? I have to fucking separate the two. And Roger Goodell is riding a bike on stage. All right. Let's go up and out of the loop. I feel you. I'm going to have to close Discord because I do not want to be spoiled. I do not want to be spoiled, yes. Forward to general yap. Does that work? Wow, that worked. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I'm also delayed. I've learned my lesson. The first year I did this, I had people spoiling this shit left and right. So I'm not going to be looking at the chat when I see pick is in. I'm just going to be looking at my computer. I'm going to be ignoring all y'all's messages. I have all my notifications off on my phone. I hate having shit spoiled for me. It's so fucking aggravating having shit spoiled for me. Drop another name. Drop another. Are they doing this shit right now? Oh, shit. It's 8:05. Oh, no, it doesn't say pick is in yet. They'll say pick is in, right? Is that Lil Wayne? I don't know what's going on, dude. It is Lil Wayne because they're in Green Bay. He's a Green Bay guy. He a Green Bay kind of guy. Did I tweet out on here? I guess I don't have to. Okay, I don't think the draft just started yet. Okay. Wait, where did my background go? Oh. And with the foot. You ain't funny. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. So, speaking back on the Huddle Report scoring, let's see. I'll show you guys where I rank on the leaderboard. Actually, I'm unranked because I haven't done it long enough, so I don't really get ranked. But I mean, I'm not impressively ranked. Let's put it that way. Sean Dolak, first overall. Sean Dolak will be selected on day 3, maybe late day 2. That would be something. I can't search names on here, can I? No, I can't. Like, I'm right here. So last year I scored 41 points. The year before I scored 39. I've done it 2 years back to back now. So I want to at least score in that range. That's what my goal is ultimately. The year before that, when I didn't submit to the site, I did really good. 3 years ago, I killed it. I got like 46 points. But of course, it doesn't fucking count because I didn't submit it to the site because I didn't do it yet. Why does it fucking do that? Are they selecting? Are they picking? Say, Michael, this is going to be fun. Okay, Clay Matthews is just on stage just screaming. Okay, Clay Matthews just announced the pick. Like, we know it's Cam Ward. Get on with it. The NFL draft, realistically speaking, how long do you think the draft would be if they didn't do all the antics? I think it would probably be an hour and a half at most. That gives, like, what? They get 10 minutes on the clock, right? Okay. Can you guys hear it in the background? Oh, my God. The Tennessee Titans are on the clock. We love to hear it. Yeah, the NBA draft is like only 3 rounds, I think. Can you guys hear my computer sitting next to me? It's on full blast. I don't want you to be able to hear it completely because then I might get banned and like ripped off the internet for like sharing the stream illegally. But on the bright side, you'll still know where I'm at if you can hear it kind of. No. Okay. I mean, it is very possible the Bills trade out now that I think about it. I think the Bills' likely scenarios are Malachi Starks, Trey Amos, or trade out. Like, as much as I think as much as I think like Maxwell Harrison would be a fine pick here, I think they would trade out before they did that. Now, after I've thought about it more and more. But I said this earlier. I actually made a video about it, and it flopped because I'm getting shadow banned, or it just sucked. But either way, I think Cam Scatterbo has become like the most underrated. Not most. I think Cam Scatterbo has become one of the most underrated prospects, like in the entire process, purely because like I think he got so much hype after the playoff game against Texas that once people realized what he was, which wasn't exactly that, it just kind of the hype not only like settled, but it plummeted and people started to like hate. So when people started to hate, it just drove his stock even lower. People weren't as high on him. But realistically speaking, I think he's the most well-rounded prospect. He might be the most well-rounded running back prospect in this class. Like outside of not having long speed or maybe the best lateral quickness, I think everything else is there. He's got everything else. He can play every down. He's good in goal line, short yardage situations. You can play him on the early downs. He's great on third down passing downs. You could have him pass protect. He's a receiver out of the backfield. Like he runs hard after contact. Like the only reason why I think Cam Scatterbo is not a higher selection is purely because people are so worried about his future. Like his running style is so physical, so violent that after his first contract, he might be cooked. Like that guy might be shot, which is very possible. And it's a completely understandable reasoning, completely valid reason to not like want to draft Cam Scatterbo. But now we're talking a third, fourth round value. He's going to be a steal. I think Cam Scatterbo is going to be one of the better rookie dynasty selections in this year's draft if you're a dynasty fantasy player. Emeka Egbuka and Cam Scatterbo are kind of my guys in the dynasty realm going into this year. It'll, of course, depend on where they land. But pre-draft, if I had to take a guess as to who I think the best fantasy players will be, I think Egbuka and Scatterbo have my vote, honestly. Like, because we don't even know how much offense Hunter is going to play. Genty could end up in a shit situation. The quarterbacks are meh. I think Golden, depending on where he ends up, could be good. Same thing with McMillan. But other than that, it's not too great. Over Genty, I wouldn't say I would take him over Genty, but I would not be shocked if fantasy-wise, Cam Scatterbo outproduced Genty in year one, depending on where they went. It would massively depend on where they ended up. But I think there's a universe where Scatterbo does outproduce Genty if like Scatterbo ends up in the best possible situation and Genty ends up in a pretty shitty one. Because they're running backs. Yeah, because they're running backs. They ultimately can't control their fucking production. Oh, 5 minutes left on the clock. Yeah, I know. He probably would. That's okay. All right. All right. Come on. Let's get the show on the road here. I'm already getting anxious. What other names? What's a random name that I can predict the landing spot for? Who's like a really random player? I'm going to predict that, let's say, Jordan Phillips, the defensive tackle out of Maryland, I think he ends up with, I'm going to say he ends up with Dallas. I'm just going to throw that dart at the board. Jordan Phillips, the Maryland defensive tackle, ends up in Dallas. That's just I'm just throwing shit at the wall at this point. I'm just completely throwing shit at the wall at this point. Pick is in, finally. Yeah, pick is in. I won't spoil it, though. Don't spoil it. All right, so they said pick is in about 25 seconds ago. Let's see how long it takes for them to walk up on the stage and say the one guy that has been on the clock for the last 4 months. When was the Super Bowl? Oh, 2 months, I guess. No, they've known that they have the first pick before the playoffs, so probably like 4 months, 3 months, 4 months. Oh, man. Talk about a team that fucked up their first round pick last year. The Titans could have been in a much different situation if J.C. Latham wasn't selected 7th overall. That was a big blunder. The Titans have been up in the top 10 with some pretty hefty capital these last couple seasons, and they, so far have done nothing with it. Yeah, now they signed Tyler Lockett, Why? What is the attraction with old receivers that are just about to get washed up on shore and going to Tennessee? Why is that a correlation? Julio Jones, DeAndre Hopkins, Tyler Lockett, Tyler Boyd. Why is that a thing? Here comes Roger. Imagine this isn't Cam Ward. Cam Ward, the official first pick is in, motherfucker. Yeah. Let's go. Let's go. Michael, I know you're capping, bro. Like, I would have seen that by now. Boom. The first player's been fucking drafted. It's actually real. Like, we're actually experiencing the NFL draft now. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Like, it's finally happening. Wait, the Browns actually traded? Wow, they did trade! I thought you were lying! No, Cleveland, why? What's the package? No. Oh my God. Like, this better be an insane package. Travis Hunter's like the greatest skill position prospect that we've seen in like fucking ever. Oh my God. This better be like 3 firsts. Like, I'm sorry. There should be no universe where you are trading this pick away, Cleveland. None. So who are they going for at 5? Mason Graham. Are they going to go with Mason Graham? Oh, fuck no. Oh my, like, what are we doing? That's insane. I mean, that's insane. I want to know what this package looks like. That's just as bad. I'm sorry. That's bad process. You don't trade out of that pick. The only 3 teams that shouldn't have been trading were the Browns, the Giants, and the Titans. That's it. Those were the 3. Oh, here it is. Oh my God. Okay, so the Browns got their first this year, a second this year, a fourth this year. So 2 firsts, a second, and a fourth. Jacksonville's going to be picking like 22nd next year. Fleeced. Fucking fleeced. Awful. Cleveland, you're a joke. This is why Cleveland's a joke every fucking year. Fucking fleeced. Jacksonville with Travis Hunter is going to be selecting like 18th overall next year. I'm not kidding. Trevor Lawrence, Liam Cohen. I mean, here I assume they're going Travis Hunter. Their defense is going to reap, like, this team is going to be drafting in like 18th. I would say right now Jacksonville ends up drafting in that late teens, early 20s range. That's insane. Liam Cohen, Travis Hunter, Brian Thomas. Yeah, good night. Disagree. Better move for the Browns? I don't know, man. What are you getting at 5th year? There is no prospect outside of Abdul Carter at this point that is similar to Travis Hunter. I'm sorry, there's not. There's just not. There's no prospect. No, Spear, I'm telling you, that was bad. That was bad. That is heavily relying on Jacksonville drafting in the top like 12 next year, which is just not happening. Awful. I'm not doing that. And Jacksonville got other compensation back. Like, what was the rest of that? Can someone give me the whole trade? The Browns are not taking. I would piss myself if the Browns take Genty. I would fucking piss myself. So I think the trade was the Jaguars got the 2nd pick, a 3rd, and like a 4th or something. And the Browns got a 1st, got the 5th this year, a 1st next year, a 2nd, and a 4th. I don't know. That's just so. There's no way they went for Hunter. I mean, it has to be Hunter, right? It has to be Hunter. Can someone tell me what the exact compensation is in the chat, please? Because I don't want to look on Twitter and get something spoiled for me. Because the pick is in. So I'm not going to read this comment until after I hear the pick. I'm sorry. You do not trade out a second overall and miss out on a chance at Travis Hunter. I'm sorry, you don't. Bad. It's not even about like only moving down 3 spots. For me, it's about what prospects you're getting at 2 compared to 5. And there is a drastic difference, believe it or not. There is a very big difference because even if you do suck in your Cleveland this year, you suck again. Then the quarterback class next year is tremendous. And you're looking at having Travis Hunter, Travis Hunter, wide receiver 1 with the young quarterback next year. I don't know. That's just insane to me. That's just bad process. I actually thought you were kidding, Michael. You said they fucking traded. I thought you were kidding. Holy shit. I'm like really sad for Browns fans right now. But now Travis Hunter, assuming Travis Hunter plays full-time receiver, he is now the first overall pick in Dynasty. Unless Genty goes to like the Broncos, which I guess is possible, then he is 100% as a full-time receiver with the 101 in Dynasty. I don't care. Liam Cohen, Trevor Lawrence, and Travis Hunter with Brian Thomas. Yeah, I'll take that. That's insane, man. Wow. James Gladstone. Wow. Hats off to James Gladstone. I want to look at your comments, but I did anybody spoil it? I'm afraid to look. I don't want to see it. I mean, I know it's Hunter, but I don't know. So you said second overall, fourth, and sixth rounder. Yeah, I mean they got a fourth. They swapped fourths, so they swapped fourths, and the Browns got. Yeah, I don't know. Just no, I think they got fleeced. There is no quarterback in this class worth chasing. If that's the Browns' plan, Shedeur Sanders is not the guy you should be trading out of the Travis Hunter spot for. No. All right, just announce the pick, asshole. Come on. Wow, I'm disgusted. You don't trade out of Travis Hunter. I'm sorry. The way I think of it this way. If someone like when you think about dynasty fantasy football, referring back to this again, hold on, they're going to announce the pick. Okay, just announce the pick, man. Who is this? It is Eric Armstead. I thought it was. Wow, what a time to be a Jaguars fan, man. What a time to be alive if you're a Jaguars fan, man. I'm excited for him. I really am. Gladstone and Cohen killing it. Honestly, I ignored like every single thing I saw today on Twitter. Like I didn't know what was real and what wasn't. Because as of yesterday, Genty was a for sure Jaguar, which I knew was bullshit. So today I ignored everything too. I ignored everything today. I didn't want to read nothing. I didn't want to look at mock drafts. I just didn't. Wow. This is crazy. Okay, announce the pick, pal. There he goes. Wow. Hats off, James Gladstone, Liam Cohen. You are off to a banging start. I know my dumbass turned off notifications instead of allow notifications. I know Browns fans and some are actually happy. I don't. Why? Like, why are you happy? Why on God's green earth would you be happy about trading out of a prospect? Like, I'm sorry. If you're happy about this trade, you don't understand the caliber of prospect that Travis Hunter is. That's really the bottom line. That's really all it comes down to. Like, I don't know. You just don't. You're just not understanding the caliber of prospect we're talking here. The people that are, let's put it this way: the people that are happy about Travis Hunter not getting Travis Hunter or trading out of that spot are the same fucking people that don't think he deserved the Heisman Trophy, even though he by a mile deserved the fucking Heisman Trophy. Browns are not a Travis Hunter away from being third in their division. Who cares? Who cares? Look, I was saying it earlier in the offseason that Shedeur Sanders should be the pick at 2. But I changed my mind. I guess I just basically changed my mind. There's just no way you trade. I don't know. It doesn't matter if you're a Travis Hunter away or not. You have to rebuild somewhere, and if you're that certain that Shedeur Sanders is going to be your for sure, franchise quarterback, fine. But Shedeur Sanders is barely consensus QB2 in this class. Like, and this class is bad. I don't know. Facts. Like, this class is bad. Like, we're not talking about, like, I don't know. We're not talking about anything special that the Browns are dipping out for. There's a reason why the Browns are trading back to get more draft picks to go with Shedeur if that's their plan. Because he's not good enough to be the second overall pick. That's why this is happening. So if he's not good enough to be the second overall pick, then what makes you think he's going to be good enough to be your long-term franchise guy? It just doesn't make sense. If you were that sure that he's your long-term franchise guy, or if he was perceivably that good, you would just take him here. But no, he's not. This class is full of depth and starters, but if they were picking 4th overall, I would agree 100%. They had the second pick with one of the most generational prospects ever. I don't know. And they didn't even get that much. They got a first-round pick next year, which will be likely outside the top 16. Plus, they swapped 4th rounders, and they got a second. Like, they didn't even get that much. I don't even think they didn't even get that much. They swapped 4ths, I think. Wow. Holy fuck. I did not see that coming in the least bit. I did not see that coming at all. Absolutely nobody on the Huddle Report leaderboards got that right, which is how it should be. The Browns are just foolish. I agree. They did not get nearly enough. If they were going to do that, they did not get nearly enough. The pick is in for the Giants. This has to be Abdul Carter, right? Like, have we seen enough foolishness? Have we seen enough bullshit? I don't know, man. That's just he's so good. He has got the balls. He's got some of the best ball skills, concentration ability. Like, great. Like, ride it out 1 year with Joe Flacco and have. I don't know, man. It's just I can't get behind this. I can't get behind this. This deserves a flashing red hat moment. This means bad. If you see my hat flashing red lights, that means bad happened. There was bad that happened here. Bad happened here. We're 30 minutes. The draft started 10 minutes, like 20 minutes ago, and bad already has happened here. There's like 4 settings on this hat. Oh my fuck. Man, if I was a Browns fan, I'd be fucking livid. I would be pissed if I was a Browns fan, man. Oh man, I'd be so mad. I would be so upset. Oh, Lance Zierlein is on here. Oh, I would be so mad. There's no justifying it, Thug. There's not. Especially, and now at this point, I feel like the only way to justify this is if they end up with Shedeur or a quarterback. Like, if you don't, then you traded out of Travis Hunter to get what? I'm sure decent player, but if you're not trading out of this, okay. Okay, Giants get Abdul Carter. So we're back to normalcy a little bit. All right, so Abdul Carter does go to the Giants, so that pans out. I'm glad that there wasn't more foolishness there. But the 4th overall pick should also be predictable, I hope. I like predictableness, but I like chaos too. I enjoy chaos. I'm not going to act like I don't. Who the fuck already got this shit wrong? The people that actually like got some stuff wrong already. That's kind of insane. Chris Collinsworth is on this list? Look at this shit. Look at this shit. Fucking where'd he go? Chris Collinsworth is on here. What the hell? Everyone has 7 points except for these guys at the bottom. These guys are already behind the 8 ball. If you're behind the 8 ball this early, you are down bad. You are down bad. Travis is the best athlete I've watched with my own 2 eyes. I'm telling you, like, his ball skills. I've never seen a receiver that is as twitchy and as good of a route runner and understanding how to get open as he is, but also having the ability to go up and grab a football. Like, usually you're one or the other. Either you get open and you're a separator and maybe you're a body catcher, or, you know, you're good after the catch, something like that. Or you're, you know, a big body guy that goes up and gets the football, or you're that. But he's both. He's both. Yes, sir. Cam number 1. Nailed that. I hope everyone did. Who also has the instincts of an elite corner. Exactly. And just the fact that you can just throw him on the field at defensive back and he will be just as good. Like, honest to God, if the Titans did not need a quarterback, Travis Hunter would be this pick. The only reason Cam Ward is the pick is because he's a quarterback, of course, and we know how important those are, and because they need one. That's it. If that wasn't the case, Hunter's by far the better prospect. Hunter's the number 1 prospect in this class. I'm gonna go on about this for all night until some other bullshit happens. I'm gonna be going on about this all fucking night. I do have Will Campbell here. I have Will Campbell going to the Patriots. Mike Vrabel's talked about him a bit throughout the draft process. They do need a left tackle. They believe he's a left tackle. I'm pretty confident that this is Will Campbell. I'd be shocked if Will Campbell falls. Because ultimately, at the end of the day, there really are no true tackles. And Will Campbell falls in that group. So, in my opinion, he is the best of the group of the non-tackles. It's like there is no like Joe Alt here, for example. There's no Joe Alt. Will Campbell is the best, you know, versatile offensive lineman. There's the Calvin Banks. Even Membu, you could argue, could be a guard. Will Campbell. Like, there's so many guys that are tackles, but maybe could be guards. So, and Campbell's one of them. So, if you're picking from a pool of players like that, why would you not just pick the best one? If there was like a true pure tackle, then maybe I could see the argument. But yeah, no, I think Campbell's the pick here. Abdul is wearing a massive chain that just says Abdul. That chain is crazy. Wait, does it say Abdul? What the fuck does the chain say? Does this chain say? Does she say his chain says incredible? Oh, that's so corny. It says incredible, but like BUL for like the last. I think that's what it said. I can't believe the Jaguars did that. Well, if Jacksonville is trading up to 2 like that, something tells me that we're going to be in for a night of absolute tomfoolery. We are in for some tomfoolery tonight if that already happened. We are in for some crazy tomfoolery If that's already what went down. I'm texting Austin right now. Oz. Ooh. I was asked if I want a Dairy Queen ice cream. Dude, I posted a video today. I posted a video like last week too. My TikTok is low-key dead. I could revive it if I want. I just don't got time, bro. I'm sorry. I just cannot believe what's occurred here. I just cannot believe what's occurred here. Are you guys Dairy Queen connoisseurs? What's your go-to order at Dairy Queen? Mine is an Oreo Blizzard. Small, medium Oreo Blizzard. Oh, I forgot I got Invisalign recently, so eating is a bitch. Anytime I go to eat anything, I have to take them out. Oh, I didn't even see your last message. I was kind of acknowledging your message here by like responding in unison. I didn't see this one. For the 49ers, it's either Calvin Banks, Mason Graham, or I cry. I don't think Mason Graham makes it that far. I'd be shocked. That's also not true. I do think Calvin Banks goes top 10. I'm confident that Calvin Banks is a top 10 pick. I really hope it's to the Jets because that was not too popular of a pick. So to be able to nail that one would be pretty cool. But that would require Campbell to go here. Maybe Membu goes to the Browns. Membu to the Browns here would make sense. Their offensive line is decrepit. It's deteriorating. It looks like the inside of like a house that's about to fall down. That's what their offensive line reminds me of. Like, you ever you think of like walking into like an abandoned house and you see like the wallpaper like kind of pulling off? That's what it reminds me of. That's what the Browns offensive line reminds me of. I can't believe that just happened. Browns trade out again. We'll see, unless you're telling me that's what happened. Stop spoiling it. I hope that's not what happened because then it'd be spoiled. No spoilers. Do I have to keep the comments away permanently? No, we'll see. Okay. No spoilers. I'm going to pout. The pick is in. This should be a smooth sailing. We should see Roger walk up on stage, announce Will Campbell, and walk off. That should be it. It should be as smooth as that goes. That's it. That's how this should go. That's how this should go. But as of right now, I do think the pick for the Browns is going to be Armand Membu. That would be my bet. The Browns are taking Armand Membu at 5. I don't know who else they'd go with. Unless they do move out again, like Thug is suggesting. But to where? And with who? The Bears, I guess. What? Oh, the Browns did move out. You were right. Yeah, the Browns did move out. No, I think the Browns did move out. I think you were right. I think that's what they just said. There goes Will Campbell. Okay, so that's that. Okay, Will Campbell. So now I think he said the Raiders are on the clock, which would make no sense. Which would make actually 0 sense. There's no way that's what he said. Am I tweaking? Someone help me out. Are the Raiders on the clock? I could have sworn that's what he just said. Am I tweaking? I guess I'm tweaking. I could have sworn they just said that. I don't know. Maybe I am bugging. My bad. I mean, yeah, Will Campbell was the pick the whole time here. They needed a left tackle. Drake May's a young guy that was getting chased all around the backyard last year. So this makes sense. Best lineman in the draft by my metric, which is just not special. He just is, in my opinion. So yeah, that was an easy one. That was an easy one. Who do the Browns go? Yeah, I don't know what I was seeing. Maybe I heard something. I think the Browns go with Armand Membu. I think that's my take. I think the Browns go with Membu. The Browns go with Armand because, like, let's look at the roster real quick. Hold on. Browns. Let's look at the Browns roster quick, yeah? So we take a look. Their offensive line, yeah. They have Jack Conklin, who's at 31 years old. He's dealt with issues. Wyatt Teller's 30. Their center's almost 30. Joe Bitonio's 30, almost 34. Will be 34 by the time the season is about starting. And DeJuan Jones, the young product who's just a mountain man. Yeah, I think Membu's definitely the pick here. Because where do you rebuild your team from? The trenches. That's ultimately where you rebuild your team from. And if you're moving out of Travis Hunter range and you're not selecting a quarterback, then maybe they go Shedeur. That would be fucking insane. But my bet would 100% be Armand Membu. I don't think the Browns take Graham. To me, it would be silly. To me, it would be very, very silly to... Why is this screwed up? To me, it would be very silly to go with Graham here. I just don't think they need interior defensive line help that much. Like, if you're going to rebuild your organization and you want to be taking a quarterback this year, next year, why would you not take the lineman? It just makes sense. You want to protect your quarterback. Will Campbell's crying. Oh, good for him, man. Good for him, man. Damn, Will. He said, I'm going to fight and die to fight him, to protect him with everything I got. Campbell's going to be a dog, man. He's going to be like a 10-plus year starter. You can just tell. Will Campbell's going to be one of those guys you put at left tackle and you forget about. He's going to be one of those guys that he might not even get like Pro Bowl recognition, but he's going to be so good that just no one talks about him. But he's going to be out there every fucking game. He's not going to miss any snaps. The Browns pick is in. If this isn't, I'm interested. It's got to be Membu, but I can't think of who else it would be. But to Thug's point, I think if I was Cleveland, I would have tried to move back out of this spot too. Why not? Why wouldn't you try to move back out of this spot? That doesn't look like a war room. That looked like they tried to. To me, I think I would have tried to move out here as well. Those poor Browns fans that traveled to fucking Green Bay to see their team trade out of Travis Hunter range. Slice my fucking foot off instead. Yeah, even Daniel Jeremiah is like, hey, I mean, I would try to trade out of here too. It just makes no sense, man. Makes no fucking sense. Oh my God. Like, if you're going to play the trade out game, then just keep trading out. Keep going back. You go from 2 to 5 to gain a second round pick and I guess a first next year. When you, I don't know. It just is dumb. It's just dumb. It's dumb. It's got to be Membu. Here we go. Rodgers walking up on stage. It was Mason Graham. What the fuck are they doing? I'm done, bro. I don't give a fuck about this sorry-ass team. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I hope they suck. What a garbage pick, bro. Nah, bad pick. Don't care. Bad pick. Don't care. Bad pick. No, you can't, but it just I'm taking the offensive tackle before I'm taking the defensive tackle. That's really all it comes down to. Bad. I just don't get it. I don't get it, man. This is like I don't get it. So you trade out of Travis Hunter range to get to 5. I don't know. Sure. Sure. I don't know. I like Mason Graham as a prospect. Do I like him to the Browns? No. I don't. I think it's pointless. Going to be crazy when Stefanski is coaching another team next year for real. Well, I got Graham at 5 right. A lot of people had Mason Graham falling. Like, I don't know where that all came from. People were like, oh, Mason Graham's going to fall to like 19th overall. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. All that for Graham. That's what I'm saying. Like, you did all that to stay at 5 and then draft Mason Graham. Like, what the fuck? Their offensive line is on average like 31 years old. I don't know, dude. Great player, but yep, clap it up, Stefanski. Michael Penis is right. You're going to be out of a fucking job in 3 years. Jeez. My whole top 5 is right now just not how I thought it would unfold. Well, the trade fucked everything up. No one's top 5 is correct right now. But the good news is, oh, where's my name? Oh, wait, what did I get? Did people have Mason Graham to the Browns? What? People had that? What the fuck? That's crazy. Did people have that? Do the Raiders go? I still think the Raiders go Membu. I don't think the Raiders are in a spot to take Genty. I think it's possible they go Membu. I really do. People think this is an automatic Genty pick. I don't think so. I don't think so. If it's Genty, I'm not shocked, but I don't think it's automatic. Did people really call Mason Graham to the Browns? Is that what I'm understanding here? That's a sick pull. How many picks? There have been 5 picks. Yeah. Wow. So that means they had Mason. They must have had trades. They must have had Mason. They must have had the Browns moving. Wow, that's pretty insane. Good for them. Good for them. Wow, holy shit. People predicting that is kind of wild. They're lying. Look, look. There have been 6 players or 5 players selected. Oh wait, there have been 4 matches. That doesn't make sense. Wait. 6 players? That means this is ahead of me. Oh shit. Wait, what? 6 players. There's only been 5 picks. I'm going to look at that later. That might be tweaking. I'm a little confused now. All right. This was the one pick, the Raiders pick. This was the first one in my mock that I bucked consensus big time. So here we go. I'm interested. To see if the Raiders do this because, like, I feel like they probably were thinking he would be gone with all the smoke the Jaguars were throwing out there. And maybe even with the Bears trading up, I guess they just couldn't make it happen. I'm shocked that Chicago couldn't make that happen. He's already walking it up on stage. This is probably Genty. Yeah, it is Genty. God bless. God bless. I didn't want to believe it. I did not want to believe it. Oh, man. That must be what this is talking about. Okay, so yeah, that must be what this is talking about. So some people did get Mason Graham to the Browns. That's still what this means. Yeah, I mean, I don't hate the pick ever. I don't hate the pick, but I just don't think that. Bad process. Sorry. Bad process. Bad process. I don't care what anybody says. Bad process. So 7 should be Membu to the Jets. This is where my mock really just fucks itself over because now the dominoes fallen properly, and then the Raiders go, or the Jets go with Membu instead. Everyone has the Jets going to Membu. Damn it. I should have just stuck with it. This is close. This is just like what I did last year. I ignored all the Genty to the Raiders noise, or all the Jaden Daniels going second overall noise, and I picked Drake May anyway. Oh, I'm so dumb. I got to learn my lesson. I got to learn my damn lesson. Son of a bitch. I deserve it. It's all right. We're still very early. Fuck. It's still very early in the process here. I'm not counting my mock out yet. I've gotten every player to their pick, just not the team. So mine big chilling. Yeah, I mean, the players have all been in, pretty close to consensus order. It's just the teams have been interestingly interesting. The draft is so funny because, like, no one is thinking badly of anything. I had the Bears trading up to 5. I'm shocked. I'm really shocked that Chicago didn't jump on this opportunity, or the Browns. Like, if I was the Bears, I would have been, like, really looking to dish up to 5. Like, after what the Browns accepted to go from 2 to 5, fuck, man, what would they have accepted? Mason, if in the case that the Bears and the Browns traded with each other, Mason Graham is probably there at 10. There's a chance he's there at 10. So it's, I don't know. I don't like it. All right, Jets pick is in. Don't stop. Jeez, there are some people that have only gotten one match correct so far. How is that even remotely possible? How have you only gotten Cam Ward correct? How? How? And how the fuck have people gotten 5? I don't know, bro. People are just wizards. I swear to God. I swear to God, they're just wizards. Grandpa earned it. USA membership is for those who served and can be shared with their spouses, then kids, and their kids for generations to come. Grandpa earned it. Yeah, I don't know. I wonder if Cleveland was fielding Chicago's calls. Like, I wonder if that was even happening. You know what I mean? Like, because if I'm Cleveland, I'm looking to move out again. I just don't get it. Trying to think of players I want not named Kelvin Banks. Will Johnson is the only other one. I think they could go with an edge rusher. If I am San Francisco and I'm still trying to keep my Super Bowl window open in the short term, I think edge rusher is the move, in my opinion. I think that's the move. Street lights, people. Oh. We've already been trucking for an hour. Holy shit. That's crazy. Already trucking for a whole ass hour. Just not Shamar, man. Hey, look, I'm only rooting for it because that's what I picked. That's what I picked. I really wish Membu went to the Browns. That's so annoying. Like, what the fuck? Oh, I hate the Cleveland Browns. It's a fucking morons running that organization. Andrew Berry's going to be gone in 2.5 years at most. Such a joke. I'm just mad at myself that I didn't put Genty to the Raiders. I'm just mad at myself for it. I always got to do one stupid move. It is crazy to take Graham because now Membu's there for the Jets at 7, and I don't have that. I don't have that written down. Damn it. The good news is every player that has been taken so far, I had going in the first round. That must mean something, right? That must mean something, right? Who the fuck is the Browns starting defensive tackle? Right now, it's Shelby Harris. They have Shelby Harris, Malik Collins. They also have... They now have Mason Graham. Yeah, they didn't have much there. But this is such a deep defensive tackle draft. It's not a deep offensive tackle draft. So, just a little sus, I guess. Like, they definitely needed it, but they could have gotten... With that newly acquired second-round pick, they could have drafted a defensive tackle then. But in the second round, do you know what's not there? Offensive tackle. So fuck you, Cleveland, you bunch of fucking dumbasses. If the Jets go with Tyler Warren here, I will also be disgusted. This is a team that needs to start building from the foundation, similar to Cleveland. They need a tackle opposite of Fashanu so bad. Fashanu. Either way, it's probably not. If it's Calvin Banks, I'm getting naked. Yeah, fucking Membu. I knew it. There goes Membu. I would have actually gone berserk if that was going to be Calvin Banks. I would have lost my shit. What pick we on? The Jets just selected at the 7th overall pick, and they took a tackle. Tyler Warren was just not going to be the pick here. I'm sorry. That was never happening. This pick will be Jalen Walker, presumably. If the Raiders go with Genty at 6, but the fucking Panthers don't go with Jalen Walker at 9, I'm going to be so pissed. I'm going to be so pissed. Yeah, this has got to be Jalen Walker. Please, man. I need a win. Yeah, but Jalen Walker just fits so perfectly. There's a reason why he was mocked there so frequently. Yeah, Membu. There he goes. Membu was a big winner at the Combine. You know what would be funny? A Bills trade up. It depends who we're trading up for. That depends. The pick is in for the Panthers. The pick is in. We're kind of flying, low-key. We're already on the 8th pick. We're kind of flying. Mark Andrews. Will Mark Andrews get traded tonight? Imagine that. We're kind of flying, though. We're already on the 8th pick. Kind of moving. I feel like I haven't been sitting here too long in between selections yet. They will at some point do some sort of ceremony of some sort. But I don't know. That probably comes at pick 12 or 16, the halfway point. Oh man, but on the downside, it is 9 p.m. and they're only on pick 8. It feels like we're moving, but we're so cooked. Where else are you live, Cave? The other chat seems more active. Nowhere. It's just here. There is no other chat. I'm just talking to you and myself. This is it. Well, people come in and out. In between draft picks, people will close the stream out. But then they'll come back when the pick is up because then they like to see the reaction. All right, Coulter. Yeah, I'm aware. Yeah, I know. Okay. I didn't want to believe Genty to the Raiders. I didn't want to believe it. And now here I am. Then who the hell are you answering questions to? Am I answering questions? You asked me, is it Jalen Walker? Just saw the Panthers pick. Oh, fuck. All right, Coulter. Now you're coming in here to spoiling shit, so it's not Jalen Walker? Who the fuck is it? Don't say it. Don't say it. And now I can't check the chat. At least you didn't tell me who it was. Oh, my God. If it's not Jalen Walker, who is it? Oh, that's so aggravating. On the bright side, if it's not Jalen Walker, that means a lot of people didn't get it right either, because that's like the most popular pick by a country fucking mile. So at least there's that going for me. I'm running out of water. I'm running out of water. I just still can't believe the Browns did that. Traded back for a defensive tackle. Fucking bunch of fucking morons over there. Like, I genuinely ask myself, I do, like, I hate when people say, well, that's why you're on the couch and they're the ones employed. It's like, there have been a lot of people employed at NFL, at the NFL level, that have been very bad at their job. I don't see much evidence that indicates that the Browns and who's in that front office right now is good at theirs. This better pan out. This whole long, winding road of a process they're taking better fucking work. It better work out. Especially if they better hope Travis Hunter doesn't end up being a fucking all-pro his first year. He might be. Travis Hunter with Trevor Lawrence and Liam Cohen. Bro could be a 1,300-yard receiver off rip. And the Browns look like the biggest fucking idiots to ever grace this league. They're clapping in the war room. Oh, they did. Bro, Coulter, I swear to God, if you were... Coulter, bro. I'm about to be so mad. Got to be Walker. It's got to be Walker. If it's not Jalen Walker, it's either... If it's not Jalen Walker, it could very well be a tackle. They could have went Calvin Banks. They could have went Ted McMillan. They might go Ted. That might be where I pivot. If this isn't Jalen Walker, I would not be surprised to hear Teteroa McMillan here. That would be my guess. That would be my guess. Or Will Johnson, but I think he falls out of the top 11. Oh, please be Jalen Walker. I need a win. I need a win. Oh, is that right? Charles Davis. Charles Davis, like, I don't know. What was I going to say? I was going to say something about Charles Davis. I don't remember. Oh my God. I just had another Monsters Inc. reference come to my mind while looking at Charles Davis. He looks like that there's no way to describe the monster I'm talking about, but he looks like a monster from Monsters Inc. Okay, Panthers are up. Yeah, it was McMillan. Okay. Yeah, I'm not shocked by that. Oh, Michael, there is another. I do have a live. I have the live going on YouTube on both my personal channel and the Against the Blitz channel. That's what it is. Okay, so Teteroa McMillan, that is not shocking. I pondered that for a short time. I did ponder that idea. Wow, I wonder how many people got that right. I certainly did not. I certainly did not get that right. But this isn't where the mocks are won. The mocks are won later on when you hit those random late round picks. I don't hate this pick. I do think this takes away from like this will take reps away from guys that I don't want them taking reps away from. They also are drafting. When's their next pick? Can someone tell me when the next pick is for the Panthers? Because I feel like they could have gotten a receiver at that selection too. Yeah, I don't know how you pass on Jalen Walker. Panthers saw Bryce Young flash and don't want the fire to burn out. I know, Coulter, I know. That's what I was thinking when I was like thinking maybe they go with McMillan, but I don't know. I just thought, well, now that means Golden is going to the Cowboys. Fuck! The domino effect of these recent moves are just killing me. I like to think the Saints are going with Mykel Williams, but maybe they go Jalen Walker now. I think Jalen Walker is going to be my predicted pick for every selection until he goes, unless he, for some reason, takes a cataclysmic fucking fall. Saints could go Jalen Walker. I wouldn't be shocked if they did here. That's probably my live draft prediction is Jalen Walker goes to the Saints. Dude, someone legitimately has one pick correct so far. How is that even possible? How have you only gotten one pick right? Country roads, take me home. I need a win here. If this is Mykel Williams, I'm jumping for joy. I need a win. I need a win so bad. I need a win. If Walker goes to the Saints, I'm just going to pray the Bears take Josh Simmons. I don't think Josh Simmons goes in the top 16, personally. Personally, I don't think he goes in the top 16. I do find it interesting that I don't know. McMillan definitely is going to. So here's the thing: like McMillan is being drafted to be Bryce Young's like 1A, his savior. Like, oh man, do I think he can be that? I don't know. But people were acting like he was going to fall all the way to fucking 30. Like the Tetero McMillan, falling campaign was alive and well all the way up until this very moment. Pick is in. If this is Jackson Dart, I'd piss myself. If this is Jackson Dart, I absolutely piss myself. There's no fucking way this is Dart, right? This cannot for real be Jackson Dart. It can't be, right? Hey, I'm happy. If it's Jackson Dart, I'm a happy camper. But, like, fuck, man, that would be crazy. I would rather it be Mykel Williams, but I think it's going to be Jalen Walker on the real. If Tyler Shuck, no, I will say this right now. If Tyler Shuck goes in the first 32 picks, I don't know what I'm gonna do. If Tyler Shuck goes within the first 32 picks, I might lose it live on camera. I might lose it. Like Tyler Shuck is like maybe a 5th, 6th round pick any other year. If he somehow squeaks his way into the first fucking round because teams are that desperate, did we not learn our lesson with like the 2021 draft class or like the 2023 draft class? Was it like, what are we doing here, guys? Or no, the 2020 draft class. I'm sorry, not 2023. Whatever Kenny Pickett's year was. And then even the year with Trevor Lawrence, like that class has been bad. Like, oh man. All right, Goodell's walking up the card. This is a big pick for my mock, man. Hitting Mykel here would be huge for me. Calvin Banks. Wow, okay. Hey, look. I did say Calvin Banks would be going in the top 10. I did say that. I was pretty confident Calvin Banks would be a top 10 pick. I just got it wrong where he would end up. But I was pretty close. Dude, I promise you, anybody that's watched any Tyler Shuck, like you have to just legitimately watch Tyler Shuck. That's it. All right, that's a good pick. That's a good pick. Calvin Banks was going to be like OT1 going into this past college football season. He slid a bit, but if I had like 3 locks going into this draft that weren't like the most obvious locks ever, well, that doesn't make sense. Either way, one of my like confident locks that wasn't necessarily like a consensus belief was Calvin Banks going in the top 10. So this is a deserved selection. I like it. My shit is shocked. Who are the Bears going? Well, I had the Bears going Genty, so that's not happening. The Bears here can go a lot of places. Calvin Banks would have been a landing spot here. They can go Jalen Walker. They can go Micah Williams. They can go Shamar Stewart. I am thinking the Bears target an edge rusher. Or, I lied. Tyler Warren. Chalk everything I just said. They are drafting Tyler Warren. Chalk everything I just fucking said. They are going Tyler Warren. Chalk it all. That is right. I think that is going to be the pick. Thank God Genty didn't go to the Bears. Well, I would have liked that. I think this is going to be Tyler Warren. That's a good poll. Good poll. Dude, having 6 matches in this class, in this draft is fucking insane. Like, people legitimately got that pick right. Like, what are we doing? How are we getting that pick right? Well, it's a lot easier when the draft goes like in kind of the order of what you project. Who for the 49ers? Fuck if I know at this point. It's not going to be a tackle. It might be Will Johnson. I think they still go edge rusher. It just is a matter of which edge rusher. Bears pick is in. What the fuck? Is this woman announcing the pick? What is going on? Look, I'm a big fan of a lot of what the NFL does. If I was in their shoes, I would milk the fuck out of everything I could. But people that geek over the schedule need to go outside. I can give less of a fuck about the schedule release. I don't give a flying shit about who plays when and where. I don't give a fuck. Just give me the schedule. The fact that this is like a thing is really gross. The fact that we've let the NFL get to such a point where we're hyping up a fucking calendar is insane. Like, we're hyping up a calendar. The opponents are going to be the opponents. Dude, they're doing a reveal of the schedule release. They interrupted the draft to do a reveal of the schedule. What are we doing? They did not just have 2 people walk up on stage to do a reveal of a fucking calendar. That's crazy. Like, they have too much power. We need to start watching the UFL or the XFL or something. That was out of hand. That was out of hand. Oh my God! They did not just do a reveal of the date of the reveal of a calendar. I'm done, bro. What are we doing? I'm out of water. My voice is going to be gone. All right, if this is not Tyler Warren, I will be legitimately surprised. Yeah, the top tackles are gone, so it's not going to be tackle. I would personally address defensive. I would be attacking the edge rushers now. There's only been one edge rusher taken. They have their pick of the litter as far as who they want here. They could go tight end, but they already have enough weapons, in my opinion. They can also get a tight end later, mind you, too. Like the edge rushers, there's only a few first-round guys. There's a couple tight ends you can get later on and they'd be a completely fine Cole Kmet replacement, in my opinion. Or just a rotational Cole Kmet option. What is Roger saying now? Oh, the passing of Steve McMichael. Rest his soul. 1957 to 2025. How many years is that? 60, 43 plus 25. What's 43 plus 25? 43, 53, 63, 63 plus 5. He's only 68. Wow, that's not old at all. Holy shit. That's sad. Wait, that's not right. Is that right? 68? I'm not looking at the comments. I know one of you motherfuckers spoiled this pick for me, and I'm not looking. I'm not fucking looking. I just can't believe they did that schedule bullshit. That shit's crazy, bro. All right, Roger. Just announce it. Wow! They go Loveland over Warren. Wow! 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 They went Loveland over him? Wow! Crazy work. Wow! I don't hate it. I can't believe it, though. With as much as Ben Johnson loves all the trickery bullshit, I can't believe Tyler Warren wasn't the pick. Like, Tyler Warren was literally like the ideal Ben Johnson tight end. I am so shocked. No, but Tyler Warren and Ben Johnson was like a match made in heaven. I mean, it's not that Colston isn't a good match for him. I'm just surprised he wouldn't have wanted a guy like Warren. Who do the Niners go? I'm going to stick with my guy Shamar. I think they go with Shamar Stewart still, but I wouldn't be shocked if they went with Mykal Williams or Jalen Walker either, because they're both still on the board. No, yeah, Loveland is definitely, I would say, debatably tight end 1, but it's just more so about the fit. I really thought that a Tyler Warren type of prospect would be more fit for the offense in Chicago, but yeah, that tells you all you need to know about what Chicago wants to do next year. They want to drop back in shotgun and they want to rip the rock out of Caleb's arms. That's it. You're not taking Shamar over Walker or Williams? Well, no, you're right. And I didn't say that they would do that either. Also, although if they do, I will laugh hysterically if they go Shamar Stewart here. I mean, they could. There is an argument that the athlete that he is and the traits he possesses makes him a edge rusher too. I mean, you could argue in some universe that Shamar has a higher, I mean, he probably has a higher ceiling. Of course, he does. That's like Shamar's whole profile is his ceiling. You can argue he has a higher ceiling than both of those guys. I don't think Jalen Walker in San Francisco, unless you're going to, I don't think that Jalen Walker, San Francisco, I don't feel that. I don't think that jives. So I don't think this is Jalen Walker. I think this is either Mykal Williams or Shamar Stewart. Those are my guesses here. I don't think it's going to be Jalen Walker. Jalen Walker might be a Cowboy. That might be what happens here if this keeps trending in this direction. Wow, I'm shocked they went with Loveland. Really, really shocked. Really, really, really shocked by that one. Dude, they've been doing these commercials. Allstate has been doing the commercials with the guy that creates chaos for like 8 years now. That guy's got to be rich. Like, how much do you think like an actor in just a niche commercial makes? What a weird concept. Like, your only role is to be this guy in this 15-second commercial like every 6 months. There's probably even longer than that. Like, do you think he makes enough money to where he doesn't have to work another job other than that? I still can't believe the Browns traded out of Travis Hunter range. What a bunch of fucking morons. What a bunch of dummies. Wow. The leaders right now, the Los Angeles Times, they have a group of people called their beat writers. They have had 7 matches of the 11 picks. That's senile. Sick work. Absolutely sick work. Wow. I mean, that's insane. Most people have 4 or 3. That would be me. Someone still only has 1 match. How do you only have 1 match? Like, what the fuck were you doing? I want to see that guy's mock draft. It had to have been the worst thing ever. Respectfully speaking. I mean, I want to look at the comments, but I'm afraid you guys are fucking spoiling it. I'm really scared you guys are spoiling it. Like, can I trust y'all? Because this is a pick I don't want spoiled, like, at all. I don't want any of these picks spoiled. It's like, can I trust y'all? I'm scared. I'm scared to look. Not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. Anytime I see the pick is in, that means that someone on Twitter probably knows what the pick is, so I'm not going to look at the comment section. I already had the Panthers pick. Loki spoiled for me. Coulter, if you're even still here. Bro, spoiled and dipped. He might still be here. I might be accusing him of something that he didn't do. Why is it, like, impossible to, like, recreate football in, like, a movie or, like, a commercial setting? Why is that so hard? Like, every time anyone tries to do it, it's so corny. As we take a look at the green room. Matthew Golden has to be a Cowboy. I'd be shocked if the Dallas Cowboys don't go with Matthew Golden. That'll be that will suck because McMillan and Golden were like, it was a coin flip for who I would have had the Cowboys taking there. Of course, I go fucking McMillan. I should have known the Raiders were going to go with Genty when he said that his son said that he would kill him if he didn't go with Genty. That's always a fucking sign, bro. It always is. It's always a sign. Pick is in. Here we go. What? Oh, they're doing a salute to service kind of thing, I think. Kind of. Is he going to announce the pick? That would be dope. From fucking Tokyo? Is he going to announce the pick from Tokyo? That'd be sick. This guy is tougher than I'll ever be in my extra amount of years on this earth. Oh, no, they didn't announce it. They should have let him announce it. That would have been sick. All right, here we go. Shermar Stewart. USA. Shermar Stewart. USA. Shermar Stewart. Shermar. Yeah, it was Michael, man. Fuck. Yeah, that was a good pick. That was a good pick. Okay, Coulter, no. You did spoil it. No, you did spoil it because you said I just saw the Panthers pick on Twitter. No, you did spoil it. Don't you try to wiggle your ass out of it. You spoiled it. I don't like the pick, Cave. Not going to lie. What pick you talking? Oh, are you Hoshu? You were in the right area. Yeah, I mean, if Michael was gone, I'm convinced this would have been Shamar. If Michael Williams was gone, I'm convinced this would have been Shamar Stewart. I don't think Jalen Walker was a possibility here. If the fucking Saints didn't just ruin my shit, then they might. Jalen Walker might be the faller of the class. And then all of a sudden he's a fucking Eagle. I'd piss myself. Yeah, the 49ers were always a team going with an edge rusher, in my opinion. I thought maybe tackle earlier in the process, but just thinking about the stage that they're at, looking to try and compete, but they're on the downhill slope of their like Super Bowl contending days. But if they want to kind of keep that window open, they need an edge rusher opposite of Nick Bosa. I'm sorry. There's interior defensive linemen they can take later in the draft. You know, they really don't need anything else here. They need an edge rusher the most. So Michael was a good pick there. I think that would have been my predicted selection. Yeah, it was either Michael or Shamar. I said, yeah, so that makes sense. That does make sense. So now the Cowboys are on the clock. They're clapping. Jerry Jones making the pick. Imagine this is Amari and Hampton. I might fucking shit. I might shit in my chair. Yeah, it's got to be Golden. If Jalen Walker makes it to pick 30, I will personally fly to wherever you live and deliver you $1 million. My dumbass, no shot he's the faller, right? It might be, bro. He's gotten already this far. Jalen Walker is kind of a team-specific prospect. So the Panthers, maybe the Saints. He could have been a Raider. They passed on him. Like, he doesn't fit everywhere. They're gonna go with Golden, and my whole mock's gonna blow up. I hope they don't. Whoa! They went Tyler Booker! No! Dallas! Oh! I saw this. I saw some of this today. I saw some noise that they might go with Tyler Booker. I saw it. I didn't think it was possible, but I saw it. Wow. 12th overall? Nah, bro. Like, holy shit. That's crazy. I don't think a single soul on planet Earth got that right in this thing. Jerry, bro. I'm just glad it wasn't Golden. I'm glad it wasn't Golden. That keeps my Matthew Golden pick alive somewhere else, I guess. Why? I mean, I don't hate the fact that they went offensive line, but Golden, I'm going Gray Zabel before Golden. I'm going Donovan Jackson before, I'm going Gray Zabel before Booker. I'm going Donovan Jackson before Booker, I think. Like, I don't know, man. Interesting. Very, very interesting. I mean, the thing about Dallas is that they are the one thing they have always had is a good offensive line. And these last couple of years, it's kind of been falling off because Zach Martin's retiring, Tyron Smith left and retired. Like, you know, it was kind of falling apart. So I guess they're trying to go back to the roots, I guess. But I don't know. I don't know if I like the fit. But I think they're just trying to get back to the roots and pounding the rock. That's probably what it comes down to. So you can guarantee that the Cowboys go with the running back in round 2. We can almost guarantee that. You could almost guarantee that the Cowboys go running back round 2. They might trade back. Honestly, how many picks do the Cowboys have? The Cowboys have... They have the 44th overall. Okay, so they probably don't have to move back in to get a... why was I thinking they would have to trade up? I don't know. Maybe they try to trade up for Henderson. I don't know. I would love if the Dolphins went Will Johnson here. This is the first pick. No, that's actually not true. That's not true. I was going to say something that was false. But yeah, I could not get the Cowboys pick right, which is lame. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking it's Will Johnson. I'm thinking it's Will Johnson. It has to be. They have to address it. It might be Jahdae Barron. It's either Jahdae Barron or Will Johnson. Either Jahdae Barron or Will Johnson. But in my opinion, I do think that the Dolphins are more of a team. They don't need that nickel presence. I don't think they rely on the nickel presence that Jahdae Barron would have been. Yeah, I don't think. Why am I? Oh, Tyler Booker highlights. Yeah, I don't think the Dolphins don't strike me as a team that is a. I'm losing my train of thought. As like a nickel dependent team. They're a team that I think they need one guy to shut down one side of the field. That's how I feel about the Dolphins. So I'm feeling good about this one. I'm feeling good about Will Johnson here. Maybe they go defensive tackle. Maybe they go offensive line. But the offensive lineman left, there's Josh Simmons, sure. But I don't know. I don't know if I'm taking Josh Simmons this early with his injury concerns. That to me would be a little bit of a risk given the offensive line of Miami's right now. They don't have an offensive line that they can just draft somebody and he'd be up in the air. Like they don't need that. They need a plug and play guy they can be confident in at this pick, wherever that is. And Will Johnson is the best one to be that. Either way, one rate fits all. The worst part about the draft is that when a pick doesn't go, so like when McMillan went to the Panthers, not only did I get that pick wrong, but then he's like off the board for like a pick later on. Like obviously that's how that works. But then it ruins the fun for like that 12th pick for the Cowboys then. Because like I can't get it right. But man, it's been hard to match these. It's been hard to get matches so far. We knew it would be. That's for sure. This was going to be a tough draft to mock for. What's Broncos' biggest needs other than running back? Let's take a look. So if I share my screen and we take a look at the Denver Broncos, I personally think they can use a receiver. I think McMillan at 20 would have been perfect for them. I think a running back is, of course, a big need. Maybe they go and add another guy. They could add another corner, another guy in the secondary. You know, Jaquan McMillan is not bad. I wouldn't be shocked if maybe they wanted another guy in the secondary, or maybe they trade out. What's your prediction for them this season? I think the Broncos are probably they're going to improve, but maybe not record-wise. I think the Broncos definitely exceeded expectations last year. But with that said, I don't think they exceed them again. I think their expectations have been reset, and I think they kind of meet them. I don't think they exceed them. So I could see them being another 9-10 win team. Good team, but probably aren't truly contending in the AFC just yet. It depends what they do here. I mean, it depends how they add. It really does. I like Egbuka more than Golden personally, especially for Denver. Yeah, I agree. I think Marvin Mims, Matthew Golden to me is more of that downfield option. They already have Marvin Mims on it. So they win the division this year. I bet money on it. I don't know, man. I think I'm going to bet the Chargers to win the division, if anything. The Chargers would be my division winner choice. I desperately need to get this Dolphins pick right. Like, please, for the love of God. If I can get this Dolphins pick right and then the Colts come up on the board and then I can get Tyler Warren right, assuming they go with Tyler Warren, that would be great. And then I could get Mike Green correct. Okay, I can go on a run here, low key. I can go on a run here. Come on. The next pick I'm bound to get wrong because the player's already gone is Colston Loveland to the Chargers at 22. I have a lot of opportunity in front of me. A lot of opportunity here. Oh, and they won't go with Barron because they already have Melifonwu. The Dolphins are not going to be in the Jahdae Barron conversation. I forgot they signed Melifonwu. He's going to be that nickel presence that's playing more down in the box at kind of what Barron might have done. If they were drafting Jahdae Barron to be an outside corner, they might as well just draft Will Johnson to be the outside corner. So I'm feeling like this could be him. Please be Will Johnson. Oh, they went with... Dude, no. The sick part is I was saying months ago that the Dolphins have to go with the defensive tackle because they need help inside. They need to stop the run. And then I got off of it. I got off of that. And now I'm upset with myself. Motherfucker. Shit. I did firmly believe that. I did. Shit. They do need everything. I think that's a great pick. My phone died and I was at McDonald's. What did you think of the 49ers selection? I liked it. I think that was definitely the pick there. That was definitely the pick there. I mean, oh man, when I tell you I thought I was on the Dolphins going D-tackle train early on, I really was. But I got off of it for many reasons. I just don't know how you pass on corner now. Like, how do you not address the secondary if you're Miami? Like, what picks do they have? Because they might miss out on those second round corners. Miami picks again 48th overall. That pool of corners, that could be gone. Those guys could be gone. I feel like the Colts is a lock. No, nothing's a lock in this draft. I thought Jalen Walker to the Panthers was a lock. I hope this is a lock. I fucking hope and pray. I felt really good about Will Johnson here. I felt really good about Will Johnson there. Fuck me, I guess. Oh, man. You know what is a lock right now? Is Shamar the Cardinals? It might be. We thought a lot was a lock. Yeah, we did. We thought the Browns getting Travis Hunter was a lock. We thought the Panthers getting Jalen Walker was a lock. Like, pick is in. Here we go. Okay, come on. I need this. If I can't get Tyler Warren, I'm going to be so sick. The gross part is there were 3 locks outside the top 3 in this class. Perceivable locks. There was the Raiders going to there was Genty going to the Raiders. There was the Panthers going with Jalen Walker, and there was the Colts going with Tyler Warren. I decided against Genty to the Raiders, but I went with Walker to the Panthers, and then Genty went to the Raiders, but the Panthers didn't go with Walker. So I'm 0 for 2 on the locks. And here's the third lock. Okay, they went with Warren. Thank God. We finally got another one right. It took a while to get here, but we here. We here. All right. We're not doing bad here. We're back. We're kind of back. Just kind of back. Just a little bit back. If I can nail Mike Green to the Falcons, we're in business. Walker wasn't a lock. I mean, I would have considered Walker to the Panthers a lock. That was the most mocked thing of all time. The Will Johnson fall to 24. I think Will Johnson goes to the Cardinals at this point. Will Johnson will probably be a Cardinal. I don't think he makes it past 16. I don't think he makes it past 16. For real, Spirit. Okay, at least that one happened. Exactly. At least that one went correctly. For real, bro. If Will Johnson makes it to the Steelers, I'm taking it over Sanders. I don't know. Yeah, where is Walker going? He's taking a skid. Walker could go to the Falcons, actually. Now that I think about it, my readjusted prediction for Atlanta is Jalen Walker. I will be sad, but that is my readjusted selection. Who did Jeremy Brissett not have in the top 32? Will Johnson is either a Bengal, they could be targeting Morrison. I don't think Will Johnson goes to Cincinnati. I think Cincinnati is going to be targeting defensive front. I think they'll be targeting defensive front. They need to get NFL Network needs to get someone like my dumbass that is willing to get behind that microphone and just rip an NFL team a new one. Like, absolutely shred the Browns for doing what they did. Do you think they're targeting Morrison or the second? They might be. Morrison might be a third-round pick with this injury, to be honest. That might be the one defensive back in that pool of second-round guys that could fall. Hard to say. Hard to say, though. I don't know what's going to... Tyler Booker just went at 12, bro. Tyler fucking Booker just went 12th overall. So, I don't know. That guy had the worst combine performance, the worst fucking athletic profile you could possibly have. And the dude went in the top 12 pick. So, fuck if I know what's going on anymore. I saw that noise late. And I was like, why? They have to go receiver. And, of course, why the fuck would they ever do what they have to do? Why would they ever? We are family. There are some people with 5 matches on this leaderboard, but don't have all 14 players right. Like, who did they not? Tyler Booker. There were definitely a lot of people that did not think Tyler Booker would be going in the first round. A lot of people thought he'd be the guy that falls out of it. I was like, nah. Teams are trying to build offensive line. I was pretty sure he would go in the first 32, not in the top 12. Yeah, you're not wrong. Tyler Booker will probably end up being like a cornerstone guard for the next 8 years, just because everyone shit on him in the process. Did anyone think Booker was a Cowboy? I mean, no, but I did see some people talking about it on Twitter today. But I saw a lot of people talking about a lot of things on Twitter today that I didn't want to believe. So, I don't know. I will say, I'm going to give myself credit. I currently have the same score as Lance Zierlein. How is Oz's mock doing? Let's see. We are family. Oz's mock. He has, so we got Cam Ward right. That's 2 points. Hunter is 3. Carter is up to 5. Campbell's up to 7. Graham is 8. Genty to the Raiders is 10. Membu to the Jets is 12. Walker is not taken yet. Shadur not taken yet. Warren not taken. Warren actually. Hold on. I need to do the math. He has 1 match, 2 match, 3 match, 4 match, 5 matches. He's got 5 matches with, I'm losing my train of thought. So the point system is pretty simple. So you get 2 points for a match, a player going to the right team, and then you get 1 point for every player that you mocked in the first round that goes in the first round. So even if you don't get the match correct, as long as you have the player going in the first round, that still counts as a point. The Falcons have still not selected their player yet, so they're really struggling. So if I'm reading this right, he's got 2 points, 3 points, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. He's got 16 points. So He would be... No, that can't be right. That has to be wrong. I thought that's how the scoring worked. Macho scored 1 point for player placed in round 1, 2 points for a player match. I don't fucking know. Like, how do I have 22 points for four? I don't know, Reed. To be honest with you, I don't know. But he has a couple more matches than I do. He's got Genti and he had Membu. Oh, Michael also drafted. He does have Michael going in the first. I don't know. I'll figure it out later. He's got a couple more matches, so he's ahead of me. I don't know if he had Booker going in the first round though. Oh, maybe that's what I'm not considering. Yeah, no, I don't think he had Tyler Booker in the first. No, he didn't. He's doing slightly better. All right, Atlanta Falcons pick is in. They were in the blender trying to figure this one out. Please be Mike Green. Please be Mike Green. Please be Mike Green, I beg. It has to be an edge rusher. If the Falcons don't take an edge rusher here, I will cry laughing. This team has such a this is the only thing this team... That's not true. They need help in the secondary. They could go Will Johnson. They could go Jahdae Barrett. But they need edge rusher so bad. Like, they have needed someone to attack the passer for the last, 2 years, and they just refuse to address it. Look at Raheem Morris's dumbass. Arthur Blank's dumbass. Look at these guys making phone calls. Hey, Mike Green, you ready to be a Falcon? Yeah. Come on! The Genti Membu thing, I should have just had Genti going. Fucking Genti to the Raiders, and I'd be in such better shape because then I would have had Membu to the Raiders or Membu to the Jets. Fuck. Every year I do this to myself. That's 2 points I missed out on. Oh, you know what? The scoring system probably gives you 3 points if you get the match right and if you get the player in the first round. Okay. That's probably how it works. So you get 3 points for a match and then 1 point. That might be why the scoring is higher than it looks. I'll have to do the math after. Here we go. Falcons pick is in. Oh, Jalen Walker. I forgot he was even on the board. Did I say that they could go with him? I might have said that at some point. Okay, well, there he goes. He's gone. About time. Wow, Cave, this mock is so wrong. Yeah, well, you know what? Your mock is wrong, too. Yeah, Jalen Walker. There he goes. I'm not shocked anymore. God forbid I don't have a robot brain and I just select what everyone else is doing for every pick. There goes Jalen Walker. Okay, that's not shocking. I forgot he was even there, to be honest with you. So it must be 3 points. That would make sense. So is that how I got to... So I have 23 points right now. That would be 3, 4, 7, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 20, 21, 22. I should have 22 points right now, I think. I have 23 points per the leaderboard. Oh, and Ken Grant. So, yeah, 23 points. So it is 3 points for a match. That makes sense. Bro, don't spoil anything, Michael. I swear to God, if that's true, I'm going to kill you. They're not even on the clock. No, now I can't look at the comments. There you go. You spoiled it. Now you spoiled it for everyone else. I'm not looking at the comments now. I'm not looking at the comments anymore. Who do the Cardinals go? Will Johnson, perhaps? I'm thinking Will Johnson. I'm thinking it's Will Johnson. JK, yeah, that's what I thought. Oh. Oh, it was your mock. Oh, Reed, are you on? You don't see anyone commenting, really? I don't know how the commenting works. I can see all the comments collectively in my little feed here. Hi, Meg. Hey. This has got to be. I don't know why you guys can't see the comments. I don't know. Reed's here. Spears here. Mr. Penix is here. Thug is here. He's in and out. A lot of people have been in and out. Oh, you're not even watching the draft? Okay, I didn't know. I'm just saying. I think this is going to be Will Johnson. The pick is still not in though, so they're really trying to figure this one out. Napster's still here. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Okay, well, you also I don't know. What do they do? Will Johnson is my prediction, but who knows? Like, that was just commonly mocked here. They could very easily. Josh Simmons. I would not be surprised if Josh Simmons was the pick here. Not going to lie. Pair with Paris Johnson. Opposites of Paris Johnson. Those guys played in college together. You predict Shamar. My final prediction is going to be Will Johnson. The pick is in. Hey, if Will Johnson keeps sliding, Buffalo, work your way in that little last spot. Work your way up there. Get your ass up. Get your ass up to get some Will Johnson. We're officially at the halfway point, and it's 10 o'clock, so we're going to be here till midnight, fellas. That's what that means. I don't care. The Browns doing that. I'm going to say it 96 more times tonight. The Browns trading out was the dumbest thing that they could have possibly done. All right. Get on with it now. Get on with it. I would love to see the Saints trade into the first round for Dart. That would be really fun. I am surprised, though, that we've only seen one trade. We saw a trade with the second pick. Ever since then, we've seen no movement. We thought this was going to be a buyer's market, but it has not been so far. But once we get to like the later teens, like the 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, and then those back end late 20 teams are starting to sniff blood in the water, then maybe we'll start seeing more moves. Here comes Raj. Come on, Raj. What do we got for me? I know I can't get this one fucking right. I just hope it's not Walter Nolan. That's all I'm hoping for. I hope it's Mike Green or Will Johnson. Fuck. Dude. Fuck. There goes another possible match off my board. Really? They went with Nolan? Oh, fuck. Son of a bitch. yeah. I know, man. Like, that was the one guy. It could have been fucking Will Johnson. It could have been Josh. It could have been so many guys, dude. Like, oh my God. And now the 17th pick is out of the question for me. I thought maybe the 17th pick, I could potentially get that one correct. But no. Now the Bengals are going to be Shamar Stewart or Mike Green. The Bengals are a Shamar Stewart or Mike Green team here, I think. They have not selected yet. I don't even care. Just take all these Bulldogs before 32. You really don't want the Eagles. Eagles just need to fuck off. I don't know. He's not here. You want me to telegraph him? You want me to somehow send brainwaves to him? Oh, I'm so upset. Like, that really had to be fucking Walter. 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 I'm going to go get some water real quick. Refill my cup before this pick is in. So give me 1 second. All right, I'm back. Okay. All right. Okay, fine. You want me to take a guess as to what I think he would want now? I think, knowing him, he would probably be in Mike Green business, I think. I think he would. No. He would want Shamar. He's a big Shamar Stewart guy. He would want Shamar Stewart here. I think he had Shamar Stewart as his ER2, so I think he would want Shamar. How have people had 8 matches? That's insane to me, man. That really is. The good news is every single player that's been taken, I've said is going to be in the first. So at least I have that going for me. There's somebody named Klevta. Never heard that. That's a new guy. I'm becoming a vet in this shit. I'm becoming a vet. What if the Bengals took Henderson or Josh Simmons? I'd be shocked if they took a fucking running back. Maybe Simmons. I could see a tackle. There's no way they... With Chase Brown coming on the scene, nah, I don't think they do that. Dude, there still is someone in this whole thing that has 1 match. How is that even remotely possible? How do you have 1 fucking match, dude? Yeah, I mean, you really could throw a dart at the board. Like, they could go Will Johnson. They can go John A. Barron. They can go Jahad Campbell. They can go anywhere, really. Just Shamar Stewart, Mike Green, Donovan Ezaraku is still out there. James Pierce. Like, I doubt they go James Pierce, but like, there are a lot of guys out there, defensively speaking. Somebody take me. Anybody see Sinners? Anyone falling? Will Johnson is the current biggest faller right now. I see people said Browns did the trade because they traded 3 firsts for Watson, so they need to recoup something. Fucking, I hope. Maybe that's their thinking. God bless them. Josh Allen going through it. Bro, I think seeing Sinners for the first time, I won't spoil anything, but I saw it, and I don't think I was able to appreciate it as much as I probably could have, because I was unsure of like what I was like watching. Like, I didn't know what kind of movie I was really watching. So I was a little confused at times with the movie. That's really my issue. Otherwise, I think, after the fact, reflecting, doing some research, very good movie. But while watching it, I had a hard time appreciating it because I was too busy trying to figure out what the fuck was going on. I do think the Chargers go receiver or Derek Harmon. They're either going Golden or Harmon. That's my bet for the Chargers. Harmon or Golden. Pick is in for Cincinnati. Woo! As long as Cincinnati doesn't take someone that I have going to another team right now, that's still available. Like, I swear to God, if the Bengals take, who could they go here that would fuck me over? If the Bengals go Harmon, that would screw me. Ezuraku would screw me. That would really kind of be it. I don't think they're really gonna go anywhere else that can fuck me up with this. Barron, maybe. All right. He's walking on stage. Just go Shamar. Just go Shamar Stewart, please, or Mike Green. It's got to be one of those two. It's Shamar Stewart, Mike Green. Final bets. There you go, Shamar Stewart. There you go. There you go. Oz is probably a happy camper. That is a scary motherfucker. Wasn't Shamar Stewart? Yeah, that I see. I don't think I no, they got enough defensive backs over there, honestly. You're under potential spam. Okay. Shamar Stewart. I see it. Dude, if this isn't Gray Zabel, I'll lose my shit. If this isn't Gray Zabel, I'm crashing out. This is one of my other potential locks. Like, it has to be Gray Zabel. It just has to be. Right? Right? Please, I need another match so bad. Shamar to the Bengals was definitely something that people had. Or maybe not. I mean, people definitely had it. Just not the guys at the top. What if it was Donovan Jackson? I would be very upset. If this is Donovan Jackson, I'll be very upset because I love Donovan Jackson, but I don't have him in my first round. That would be my first. That would be the first player that I don't have in the first round taken. Wasn't Shamar Stewart one of the guys that started the trend of a celebration in football where you just like start like mag dumping on somebody? Like, I think Shamar Stewart was the guy that sacked a quarterback and just like did the most obnoxious mag dump celebration ever. And I think that just like sparked the revolution. And like Drake London caught that touchdown on Monday Night Football and he's like shooting in the air. Oh my God, that was so funny. I think Shamar Stewart Loki started that. Yeah, that motherfucker's scary, dude. Shamar Stewart is a scary man. Look at that guy. That's a scary dude, bro. That dude is scary. There you go. Yeah, I think that was Shamar Stewart to mag dump on a quarterback he sacked. That shit's hysterical. That's really annoying, man. I could have had Walter Nolan here. I think I would have been Walter Nolan if he was there. Fuck you, Arizona. Will Johnson sliding. The Bills have to act on this, right? They have to. How do they not? How do they not act on this, man? The good news is I have 25 points after 17 picks. So what's that math out to? If I had 24 points after 16 picks, Coulter, you came in here busting on the scene, spoiling a pick for me, and you've just been making comments left and right. You motherfucker. What if I was right about something? You might be. We'll see. I don't like Shamar. Happy with that pick for Cincy. Yeah, I've definitely fallen out of love with Shamar, I'll be honest. I would have rather had Mike Green. I'm a Mike Green guy, and he's sliding. But I would have. I think. I mean, for good reason. When you have the off the field concerns that Mike Green has, I didn't talk to Mike Green in person. These guys did at the combine and stuff. Dude, Shamar Stewart is a scary human, bro. That's a scary dude. All right, pick is in. It's got to be Gray Zabel, like, right? It's got to be, right? Please. Oh, man. They're going to go golden, bro, and fuck me. They're going to go golden and screw me over. They're going to go golden. Just watch, dude, and I will crash the fuck out. Don't go to commercial. Oh, thank God he's walking on stage. Yes, we're moving right along. Come on. Gray Zabel. Gray Zabel. Gray Zabel. Gray Zabel. Gray Zabel. Yes. 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 Come on. Thank God. Thank God. Thank God. Thank God, man. Yeah. Nah. We got Zabel. We're there with Zabel. We're there. Come on. We're kind of there. Finally a match. I was itching for another match. Really itching for another match there. But we got it. We came through, fellas. I like it. I like it. Hoping he fell to 24. Nah, he wasn't going to make it past Seattle. They needed interior offensive line help so bad. 3, 4, 7, 10, 11, 14, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 4, 27, 28, 29.
Lowe's knows running a home or business can add up fast. With the free MyLowe's.
What was it? Okay. You know what? God forbid I celebrate a fucking win. A win over the 2-15 Jets is still a win. Now that everything is kind of chalked as shit, I'm going to say it. Luther Burden goes to the Packers. Rams take Milrow. You're out of your mind, buddy. How chalked is it? It's pretty chalked. It's been chalked since pick 2. Fuck the Browns for that. 5 picks until Will Johnson is a Viking. Coulter, man. I don't know. I think the Vikings go Derek Harmon if he's available. Not gonna lie. If Will Johnson gets this far, he might get even farther than 24. Golden to the Chargers does make sense. But I don't have that. Let me dream. Sorry, I'll let you dream. But I don't have that. So we're rooting for Golden to go to the Lions. That's what we're rooting for here. Golden to go to the Lions. Yeah, it's just Dylan, bro. Fucking. Honestly, the draft has been. It's not been predictable, but it has. Like after. When one thing happens, when one big domino falls, it feels like the next domino is pretty predictable. So, like, I guess that's not always been the case. I don't know. Like, the Falcons going with Jalen Walker, I felt like that was, once I remember he existed, was pretty obvious. No, honestly, it's not been predictable. None of this has been predictable. Fuck this. I'm never doing this shit again. Well, Cave. The guy who's going to the Chargers went 10th overall. Yup. Kill me. Kill me now. Fuck. That shit's so annoying. That shit is so obnoxious. So obnoxious. Fuck. The good news is we're not doing too bad. 28 points? Hey, that ain't bad. I've gotten every single player that's been drafted I have had in the first round. That's not that easy, especially when Tyler Booker's dumbass finds his way in as high as he did. When we get to these later rounds, the more that I think about it, I don't think Maxwell Harrison is going to be in the first round. I can almost say that for sure. I'm not even confident Trey Amos is a first rounder with the way it's going. Josh Simmons might not be. Dart might not be. I don't know if anyone's going to trade up. Like, there's not been much trade up action. This is a big pick. A lot of people have Jahad Campbell to the Bucks, so this was another perceived lock. I did not go with this one, so like this could be a big hit to my mock if this is Jahad Campbell. This could be a big hit because I don't even have Jahad in the first round. But they could go Barron. Jahdae Barron is still on the board, so I have hope. I have life. If it's Jahad, I'm cooked. If it's Jahad, I'm so fucking cooked. I'm going to be so mad. I just hate the fact that the Panthers passed on fucking Walker. I hate that. I hate that so much. That was one of the locks that I listened to, and it just doesn't happen. All right, come on, Tampa, do me good, Jahdae Barron. You need some secondary help. You want to move Tyke Smith, Tyke. I don't know how to pronounce it. You want to move him to safety. You could put Jahdae Barron at your nickel. Come on. I don't know. I feel like the way this is going, Jahad Campbell could slide still. Like I think he could have gone earlier than this. Maybe they go Will Johnson. Tampa could go Will Johnson, maybe? Maybe not. I don't think No. I think they go Jahdae Barron before Will Johnson. I just hope they don't go Jahad Campbell. Like, please don't. Oh man. I'm so fried. I also don't have Eamon Warrior and Campbell in the first round, so those are the big two like that I'm scared for. But on the bright side, if Will Johnson hasn't gone yet, Jahdae Barron hasn't gone yet, Malachi Starks haven't gone yet, I'm feeling good that Eamon Warrior doesn't squeak in. But I don't know. I'm scared. Man. Don't be Jahad. Here he comes. No Campbell. I'm manifesting it. Whoa, they were receiver! Oh! I pondered this in the creator mock I did with Pete Takes. I had the Bucks, and I'm like, Tet McMillan is on the board. I almost, in that creator mock, had the Bucks going with Tet McMillan. I thought they might do this. Wow! That makes sense. It makes sense. Godwin is 28 coming off an ACL injury. Or was it the ACL or was it that ankle? Whatever that horrible injury was. And Mike Evans is 31. I saw this vision. This isn't crazy. I love this pick. Wow. Okay, wow. No Jahad Campbell. Jahad Campbell could fall out of the first round now. I could feel good about this. If the Bucks aren't going Jahad Campbell, he doesn't have many homes left. The Rams are the last team that I could see going Jahad. Like, he could go somewhere else, but that's the next best fit. Oh, I had Egbuka going at 32. I just kind of threw him in there. I'm like, fuck it. Egbuka to the Eagles. Wow. Holy shit. Wow. No Jahad Campbell. I'm shocked. I thought that was going to be the linebacker, man. So many people had that lock. I'm glad finally I went against consensus on one of these picks and it paid off for me. Finally. I'm surprised though. Like, yeah, they're talking about Jalen McMillan. They drafted him in the 4th round last year. Oh, man. Will Johnson to the Broncos will be crazy. Crazy if that's what they end up doing. That would be insanity. That would be absolutely insane if that happened here. Oh, yeah, Coulter. Hell yeah. Drive that Egbuka stock upward. I love it. I love it. 1 year of Evans and he's out of there. And then the Egbuka takeover occurs. Egbuka is going to take the JSN route. Egbuka is going to take the JSN route. Yeah. If the Broncos go Omari and Hampton over Will Johnson here, I'll be slightly disgusted. I'm not going to lie. Although if they don't go Hampton, I'm going to be so pissed because I have Hampton here. Like, please be Hampton. Please be Hampton. I cannot believe there have not been more trades. I'm so shocked there haven't been more trades. So shocked. But the thing is, Denver really likes Riley Moss, and there has been conversation of Will Johnson falling this far, and I never once saw the Broncos like capitalizing on that in any sort of mock or any rumor that I heard. The most that I heard was Denver was in this order considering running back, defensive tackle, and trading back. Or running back, trading back, and defensive tackle. But either way, running back has been the top choice for him. So right now I feel good. I feel good about this because if they go Omari and Hampton, I have it. But if they go Will Johnson, no one has that. But he's still in my first. So I like where we're standing. I feel like we got 2 to 3 trades that'll happen. I'm shocked that we haven't seen more already. We're already at the 20th pick. I see no news of Denver moving, and they're one of the potential trade back candidates. So, and I'm thinking with Derek Harmon being available, like the Steelers could go with Harmon. The Steelers could go with Harmon here. I wouldn't be surprised, especially because the Saints. I don't know. This is interesting. This is really interesting how this can all pan out. Really, really interesting. Who they have in that running back room? McLaughlin and Estime. Yep, that's pretty much it. Honestly, I'm happy Egbuka's not an Eagle. Yeah, that would have been really sickening. Imagine a nightmare scenario where Will Johnson makes it to Philly, right? Right? Oh, man, is Jahad Campbell going to fall out of the first round? That would be a crazy call. That would be a crazy call. Not many people had Jahad falling out of the first round, so that'd be a sick call. I think the most accomplishing pick that I predicted was 2 years ago. It was like the 27th pick, maybe 3 years ago. It was like the 27th pick of the draft. I was so tired. There weren't many people in the live stream anymore. I was just like ready to call it, but I just had to finish. I had to finish. And the Saints were on the clock. I had no idea where the Saints were going to go. Like the vibes were just so low. And I had Brian Brzee to the Saints, and it hit. And it was just so fulfilling to hit that late. Like, just a random, like, Brian Brzee. Like, it's hard to hit the picks later in the first. So, hitting a random late pick is such a fulfilling feeling. So, there's opportunity for that to happen. Not much of it, though. A lot of the guys are gone. They're flying. So, I need to hit Hampton. Hitting Hampton would be big. This is another perceived lock. This is another perceived lock. We'll see. I think the Chargers go Derek Harmon before Matthew Golden. I will say that. I strike that front office to be that type of team. They're talking about the Steelers, even though the Broncos are on the clock. Oh, man. Shedeur is a Steeler. Make it happen. All right. Come on, Raj. Walk on stage, Roger. Here he comes. Here he comes. He's got someone walking with him. Who's this guy? I'll save what I have to say until after the segment.
One of those wishes will be coming true right now. Sam is a 17-year-old Broncos fan who has bravely battled cancer. His wish is to announce the first-round draft pick for his.
This is cool.
Please join me in cheering on Sam as his wish comes true. Take it away, Sam.
It's really awesome that they do this for the Make-A-Wish guys. Kids, guys, this kid's 17. It's cool that they do this, but it really like makes me feel like a dumbass for sitting here yelling at a screen about a game. And then this kid. They went with Barron. Wow. I'm not shocked by that. I'm not. That does make sense. That does make sense. That does make sense. You could throw Barron anywhere back there. That makes sense. I don't hate that. That does make sense. That does make sense. Yeah, Johnny Barron's a good pick. That's a good pick. That is a fit. That is a fit if I've ever seen one. That is a fit if I've ever seen it. But now no Hampton in the first round is probably what that means, which really sucks. So confident I have one miss now. Well, the thing with Barron, so the thing about the Broncos secondary is this. They have Jaquan McMillan playing in the slot. That's their slot nickel guy actively. And then they have Riley Moss opposite of Pat Surtain. Like, Jahdae Barron can fill either of those roles depending on the day. Like, if Riley Moss isn't having a great day, Jahdae Barron can play on the outside. If Jaquan McMillan isn't having a great day, then you can throw Jahdae Barron in the nickel spot. Like, and then he's depth at safety too. So that makes a lot of sense. Like, the two spots that Barron can fill out, outside corner and nickel, he can play either way. I think we're still going to see, I think we're still going to see your fair share of Riley Moss, but I think Barron's going to be, it's going to be, a rotation. Like, it's going to be depending on the team, depending on the situation. I think we will still see Riley Moss, because if they were just going to sit Riley Moss and have Barron play outside corner full time, I think they would have went Will Johnson. I don't think that's what's going to happen here. All right, please go Shedeur Sanders. I need a match. I'm itching for a match. Need a match. They're still on the clock, and someone is on the phone. Someone is on the phone in the war room. They're trying to trade. What are they going to do? These last 11 picks, my mock can get completely derailed. My last 11 picks, my mock can get completely derailed here. Like, my goodness gracious. Pick is in, and they're showing Shedeur Sanders, and he doesn't have a phone call. I assume that they wouldn't show that, so I hope that means nothing. Come on, Shedeur. Sanders. Give me Shedeur. They have to draft him because like, Aaron Rodgers is going to fucking retire. Like, as far as I'm concerned, your draft night has arrived and Aaron Rodgers is not on your team. You have to address the spot. Jahad Campbell still being here is crazy. Give me Shedeur. I will be so upset if this is fucking Jackson Dart. I will be so pissed. If they go Jackson Dart over Shedeur. Come on! Come on, Shedeur. Come on. Here we go. Here we go. This can alter the trajectory of the Steelers franchise forever. It's not going to be Sanders. I can just feel it. Harmon. I fucking knew it. I knew it was going to be Harmon. I knew it. Fuck. Just the way this draft was going, it just didn't feel like a quarterback at 21 made sense. No, he's not. He's not. But I thought maybe with the way this draft would go, it just didn't feel like it was gonna be him. Wow. I mean, shit. There goes another fucking match of mine off the board. The only matches I can get from here on out are Green Bay with Ezeraku, the Texans with Simmons, the Rams with Amos, the Ravens with Starks, I guess the Lions with Golden. I guess I could still get a lot, but no, I think the Chargers will probably go Golden now, I would say. With Harmon gone, that probably was annoying, so I think they go. He might be. He really might be. It's just so crazy because people were saying about Knicks and Penix and stuff like that. They were barely first round talents, but granted, they were still far better prospects. So this is good, food for thought. Bo Nix, Michael Penix, those guys that we didn't think were going to get drafted in the first round. They were a lot better prospects than these guys in Shadur and, Shuck and Dart. It's good food for thought because I did think we saw Penix and Knicks go get drafted as high as they did, even though we didn't think that was going to happen. I was kind of following that same train of thought here. The quarterbacks are going to go, but hey, I guess it's possible that they don't. But I will be surprised if Pittsburgh or New Orleans do not. I would be surprised if one of them don't jump up into the first round, or even the Giants if they don't jump back up. I'm still thinking one of those three teams jump up for a quarterback. I'm still thinking one of them do. Country roads, take me home. I have 31 total points. This isn't the worst thing ever. I want to get to at least 40. Come on, give me the 40, man. Give me the fucking 40. Give me the 40, damn it.
Pluvicto involves contact with radioactivity, which may increase the risk for cancer and cause fetal harm. Drink plenty of fluids, urinate often, use contraception, and
urinate often.
Ways to reduce the risk of exposing others to radiation during and after treatment. Pluvicto can cause.
Oh, I could have 35 points right now if I just went with Gentian. Oh my god, if I just went with Gentian Membu. Oh my god, it's always just one. It's always one fucking pick that I just can't get. I'm so upset with myself. I could be in the top fucking 10 of this thing if my dumbass just Gentian's not going to the Raiders. Fucking stupid. 2 more picks until Will Johnson is a Viking. I don't know, bro. I wouldn't count on it, Coulter. What edge rushers are still available? Ooh, this could be Mike Green. The Packers could go Mike Green or Ezeraku here. An Ezeraku hit would be really nice right now. Really, really nice. It would be really, really nice. If we can nail Ezeraku to the Packers. Fun fact, Ezeraku was coached by the current Packers defensive coordinator, Jeff Hafley, at Boston College a few years back. So there is a connection there. Oh, wait, we're on the Chargers pick. I forgot about that. They're going to go Golden. They still haven't selected, though. You would think this would have been a slam dunk. If this was going to be Golden, you'd think it would have been a slam dunk. So I wonder who's available here that they're oh, shit. Okay, Michael. If Harmon was going to be there, then I'm betting you they would have. Who knows? Maybe they don't even go safety and the defensive tackle is not even there. Huh? Fucker. Hot take, I don't think I would want to attend the draft, like in person. I don't think I would want to do that. The Chargers war room. Interesting. I mean, the pick is not in. Are they trying to move? Like, what's going on here? They probably really wanted Harmon. I think they probably got sniped. I think the Chargers probably got sniped. They probably got sniped. How many picks do the Steelers have? They don't have a lot of picks to trade back up into the first, so that's probably not going to happen for them. They'd have to sell the crib. Yeah, I mean, the Steelers are going to... Wow. The likelihood that the Steelers quarterback is either Aaron Rodgers or Mason Rudolph just skyrocketed. Wow. I mean, they're not going to... Because Shedeur, like, none of these guys are going to fall to the third round that they could start. Like, Dart or Shedeur or Milroe even. Maybe Milroe, but I don't even think he makes it that far. Oh, the trade-up calls are coming in. That's probably what's going on. Poor Will Johnson, man. I wonder who's going to move up. I wouldn't be shocked if the Chargers made a deal happen here. Oh, my God. 57 seconds, and the Chargers pick is not in yet. 50 seconds. Wow. They must be, like, grinding phone calls right now and text messages. Oh, what are they doing? I think they're still on the phone. 40 seconds. 35, 34, 33, 32, 31, 30. 29. We're into the 27. This is how long it takes me to pick in fantasy. I take the full amount of time in fantasy football. 20 seconds now. 19, 18, 17, 16. Oh, shit. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. Bro, they got to do something. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I don't think I've ever seen the drive clock hit 0 in my life. Okay, no, the pick is in. I was going to say, I don't think I've ever seen the clock hit. I've never seen the clock hit 0 for a draft countdown. It's got to be Golden. Like, there's really no one else here I can think of that would make sense, which would really suck for me because there goes another match. A potential match that would really suck. Wow. The Chargers were trying to get something done. They were trying to get some sort of deal situated, and they just couldn't. Could the Chargers go Amari and Hampton? No, they have Najee Harris. That would be so dumb, right? Could you imagine, though? This is a situation where they might have panic picked. Like, they might have, because I think they got sniped by Harmon and they started getting spam phone called for trades. And, like, what if they didn't have a backup plan and they just, like, spam the Hampton button? Could you imagine? My God, is it in or is it not? I think they just gave him more time. Like, what happens if you don't have the pick in by the time the timer's up? Do you just not get the pick? Could that ever happen? Is that a thing? What the fuck? I've never seen the clock get to 0. And it didn't even, no one even said anything the second it hit 0 either. They're like, well, is it over now? It's got to be Matthew Golden, I'm thinking. Got to be Matthew Golden. All right, here we go. It was Hampton. I called it. Oh, I called it. Oh, bang. It was the panic pick. They panic picked it, I'm telling you. Oh, man. Wow. The panic button. They hit the fucking panic button. No fucking way. No fucking way. Chargers auto drafted. Dead fucking ass. Oh, bro. That is hysterical. That is actually fucking hysterical. That is awesome. That is so hilarious that just happened. Yeah, I think so too. I think when Harmon got sniped, they're like, oh shit. They really want a receiver later on, apparently. Wow. Oh, wow. Holy fuck. All right, give me Ezraku here. I'm riding a high. Dude, the Chargers auto drafted. That is hysterical. Wow, okay, that's a big win because I did not think Hampton was going to go in the first round anymore. I really didn't. That's a big win for me. That's a real big win for me. Oh, man. Wow. If I can get an Ezraku here, we are in fucking business. But I'm scared they go Mike Green instead. They could go receiver too. Or corner. Maybe this is the Will Johnson skid. Maybe the Will Johnson skid comes to a halt with the Jair Alexander stuff going on. The hometown makes the hometown pick. Wow. This is a big pick for me. I only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 7 potential matches left, but that doesn't include like if the Eagles trade out and someone jumps the Browns. That could happen. Like the Steelers. The Steelers would have to sell the rest of their fucking farm to get back into the first round for a quarterback, though. So I don't think that's happening. Wow. I can't believe that just happened. I'm dumbfounded. Wearing his jersey right now. If the Bills took Luther Burden, I would be very upset. Literally, bro. I can't believe it. I didn't think it was going to happen. Like, what if they go Hampton? What if they go Hampton? That'd be the panic pick. That's insane. That's insane work. No, yeah, absolutely. They were definitely getting lots of calls. And I wouldn't be shocked if the Packers took their sweet ass time here too. Hey, this might be the Bills. This might be where Buffalo comes in. Like, if the Bills traded up with Green Bay here to go to 24, take Will Johnson, I'm calling my shot. I'm calling my shot here because the Packers have a lot of potential guys here that they can take. They can go with Mike Green or Zaraku. They could attack and go with the receiver with Matthew Golden. They could also go corner with Will Johnson. They have a few options, so that makes the Packers obviously potential trade back guys. I guess the thing about Buffalo and Will Johnson is, like, if you have concerns about his knee injury and potentially what his future looks like, the Bills currently have Dane Jackson employed and Trey White, which gives you some cushion, but not necessarily cushion to be drafting a guy that also has a knee issue. So, like, that's more so, I'd feel more, honestly, like, I wouldn't be shocked if they had this thought process of being more comfortable with bringing in a Trey Amos or a Maxwell Harrison instead. Yeah, sorry. I need Jahad Campbell and Eamon Warrior to stay out of the top 32. That'd be a crazy call. Shedur's not going to make it. He might. Gonna need some trades. Gonna need some trades. We're down to 2:55 on the clock. Wow, I cannot believe we've only seen one trade. Out of all trades I thought could have been possible, the least likely would have been like the Browns trading out at all. And that was the first one that happened right off the bat, and not a single one since. That's crazy to me. That is crazy to me. Maybe. Weren't you I was. It's not that I wasn't. I was salivating Eamon Warrior. I still think it would be a great pick because I think we just need DB help. But it's not that I'm off Eamon Warrior. I'm more so on corner. Because I think we just need a corner that bad. But either way, I think we're a team where we could go best DB available. We don't need best CB. We don't need best S. We need best DB. I could see that. Packers are shaking hands in the war room, so I think there's going to be a trade here. They're fist pumping and stuff, and it doesn't say the pick is in, so I think a trade is probably happening. I'm trying to listen. Yeah, I think they definitely made a trade. We saw a celebration in the war room, but they have not said the pick is in. Oh, never mind. The pick has been made. They just confirmed it. Okay. Ezeraku, please. The thing about the Packers is, like, you can address wide receiver later. You can't address cornerback much later if you're Green Bay. Or, I mean, edge rusher. You can kind of address cornerback later. You can kind of address receiver later. You can't address edge rusher later. There's not many of them left. There's Pierce. There's Mike Green. It could be Mike Green. And there's Ezeraku. I think Green Bay is the type of team. Green Bay does like their problem children. Like Quay Walker is kind of a problem. Jair Alexander's got a big mouth. Like, they do like those kind of players for some reason. But they might pass on Mike Green here. And they go with the connection for Jeff Hafley and Ezeraku. That's what I'm hoping. That'd be a big hit. That'd be a big hit for the mock, bro. Come on. That'd be a big hit. Need it. I don't think they should go receiver. I'm not going to say receiver would be a bad pick, but I'm going to say receiver would be a bad pick. They have Wicks. They have Dobbs. They have Watson. They have other guys that I'm blanking on right now. They have Jaden Reed. Like, if you draft Matthew Golden, like, who's losing reps? Like, you're not cut any of these guys. Who's losing reps? Like, these are all starting caliber receivers. I think you're better off and I don't think Matthew Golden is necessarily like an alpha one either. So you're adding just another receiver to the pool that you already have. So you could do that later in the draft if that's your plan. I don't know. I don't know if I see any of these guys in this class being an alpha one, to be honest with you. But it doesn't matter. Here we go. Packers are up. The Vikings could be moving out of 24. I wouldn't be shocked. The Vikings could go either safety. They could address corner. I guess they could go defense. There's not really any defensive tackles left that are worth going this high. They could go receiver. Like, if Golden doesn't go here, like, they have a lot of different avenues. So they might be a trade back candidate. I would assume whoever's been calling the Packers, whoever's been calling the Chargers, they're just going to keep calling until they get something that they want. And Minnesota could be that. All right, come on. This is one of my last few match potentials. It can't be Golden. It just can't be Golden. This pick can't be Golden or I'm fucked. It just can't be Golden. Please don't be Golden, bro. Please don't be Golden. Oh, my God. Announce the pick. If you didn't know that the Packers don't actually have an owner. So what they basically are owned by like the public or something. So they sold a bunch of like shares of the team. Hold on. Please don't be Matthew Golden. No Matthew Golden. That's Raku, please. A receiver. Fuck! Fuck! Whatever, dude. Cock! Don't like it. I don't hate it. I get it, but I don't know. I think they would have been better off adding a receiver later in the draft and addressing edge rusher now because they still don't have pass rush. Like, what do you do? What do you do at edge? What do you do at edge? You're fucked. You're fucked at edge. Yeah, I mean, Ezraku or Mike Green, you can chalk yourself up as a Detroit Lion right now. Wow. Son of a bitch. Matthew Golden taking the long way up. This guy is walking at the pace of a snail. For real, bruh. Fuck. Vikings picked, did they? Oh, shit. They already picked? Wow, someone has 10 matches. That's crazy. Having 10 matches right now is insane. Insane. I mean, I don't hate the pick. Like, I think it looks and feels fine. It would have made. I think it makes more sense for Green Bay to have waited. There are a lot of receiver twos that you could have found later in the draft. Like a Jalen Noel, I think would have been perfect here. Who else comes to mind? I would have to see a list. I'm like blanking on everybody right now. But like Jalen Noel, for example, is like one of the first guys that comes to mind right now. He would be good here. I like Torrey Horton. Like there are just a few guys that I think they could have went with and it would have been okay. That was sick. Golden going Green Bay on 3. Let me get a Green Bay on 3. That was sick. It's got to be so electric getting drafted to the team that's hosting the fucking draft. That's got to be crazy. Okay, this can't be Starks or Eamon because if it's Starks, then fine. But like if it's Starks or Eamon, I'm in trouble. It can't be Eamon. It can't be Eamon. I hope they trade out. That's kind of what I'm hoping for right now. Vikings trade out with, I don't know, the fucking Saints. Vikings trade out with the Saints. That's what I'm hoping for right now. No, you're not, Coulter. I swear to fucking God. No, I think the Vikings are trading out. Vikings are getting the fuck out of here. Come on, Vikings. Do it. Do it, Minnesota. Get out of there. Do it. do it. Minnesota's on the clock. Come on. Sorry, I'm listening to the interview. Who was the player a couple of years ago that brought like the self-portrait of the grandmother on stage? Was that what was that guy's name? The Falcons edge rusher. Oh, what was that guy's name? That dude like lost his shit on stage holding a picture of his grandma. I can think of his name, but like it's on the tip of my tongue. It's on the tip of my tongue. Oh my God. When someone tells me, I'm going to be pissed. The pick is in. Ah, shit. This is probably a safety. Wah, wah, wah. Fuck. I wonder if this could be Will Johnson. I mean, that pick was in quick. This could be Will Johnson, I guess. Like, he's fallen pretty far. He's fallen pretty damn far. Rodgers already walking out here. They're like, Minnesota, you ain't getting any limelight here in Green Bay. We're getting your pick on the clock and off the clock. Rodgers not dicking around. No! My guy! Fuck! There's my first miss. There's my first miss. The Vikings took Donovan Jackson. My first miss. I left him out of the first round. And he went before Josh Simmons. Oh, wow. That's the first big miss of mine. That's so upsetting. That is so upsetting. I don't think there's been any trade. I think he's kidding. I've seen no trade noise. He's lying, bro. Never mind. He's not lying. He's not lying. It's got to be Shedeur. It's Shedeur, 100%. It is 100% Shedeur. It is 100% Shedeur. It's got to be. Oh my God. It's going to be Shedeur. It's got to be. I don't think they like Dart. I think they liked Shedeur. I think the Giants have liked Shedeur a lot throughout this whole process. Wow. So if the Giants are jumping into the first, that has to mean that the Saints have to do it because they have to get in front of the Browns. They're going to have to get in front of the Browns. But do they? Will they do it? Or will the Saints ride into the sunsets with Spencer Rattler? Man, I'm such a Donovan Jackson fan, and I didn't put him in my first round. It's definitely Sanders. I'm like fairly confident that this is going to be Sanders.
Tell your doctor if you have weakness, pale skin, shortness of breath, bleeding or bruising more easily, an infection, or changes in urination. Side effects include decreased blood cells.
Yeah, it's. I'm like 100% confident it's going to be Shedeur. They've only been linked to Shedeur throughout the entire process. I told you they weren't going safety. I wasn't insane for saying they weren't going safety. And I still firmly believe that they would have went. I still firmly believe they would have went with Harmon if he was there. They would have went with Harmon instead. I firmly believe that. Damn, Donovan Jackson. Fuck. Does Josh Simmons fall out of the first round now? That's the big question. I can see Josh Simmons. I don't know. Where does Josh Simmons go? Josh Simmons might end up with the Chiefs, which would be so gross. which would be so damn gross if the Chiefs don't even have to move up to get fucking Josh Simmons, dude. All right, come on. Let's get on with this pick. Like, we know the Giants traded up. We know who they're fucking taking. Like, come on, let's go. If you guys are on the YouTube side of things and you're on the Caveman channel, make sure you go over to the Against the Blitz channel and subscribe over there. I feel like I was intentionally going to say that a lot throughout tonight, and I haven't. So I kind of failed in that regard. But that's okay. Oh, man. If the Rams... Oh, what are the Rams going to do, bro? Oh, man. It's not going to be Trey Amos. It's got to be Sanders, right? All right, come on. Get on with it. The Giants receive the 25th overall pick. The Texans get a second rounder, a second, a third, and a 2026 third. There you go. Pretty hefty compensation, if I do say so myself. All right, come on. Who is it? Get on with it. Ooh. Is Charles Davis serious? I can't tell if that was a serious comment. See, I guess the thing is, if I'm New York, I'm just waiting till next year for a quarterback. If I sign Jameis Winston and Russell Wilson, like, I'm just waiting. Like, what the fuck's the point? You know? Like, what's the point of taking one? What's the point of trading up, using more capital, and taking one this year when the quarterbacks this year aren't even that good? I guess I don't get that, but whatever. They didn't give up that much. I guess I don't quite understand that one. Pick is in. I know the pick is in. The pick has been in since you announced the trade. So where are you, Roger? All right, here he comes. Like, I'll be shocked if this isn't Shadur. Wait, what did he just say? Wow, it was Dart. Holy shit. And there goes Dart. Wow. And they go Dart. Holy shit. And now a trade just happened. Now the Falcons just traded up. What the fuck is going on? Now the Falcons just moved up. It has to be Will Johnson, right? That's the only guy at this point that I can project them trading up for. Wow. What is going on? Or maybe it's Starks. It could be Starks. Wow, Shadur doesn't go. It's Dart. Wow. Holy shit. Bro, I swear to God, stranger, if you're spoiling shit, I'm going to be so fucking mad. I already had the Dart pick spoiled for me. I'm not looking at the comments anymore. You guys ruined it. Good job. Wow, that was Dart. I'm surprised, man. Dart is just not good, but I guess in a Brian Dable offense, I can see it. Brian Dable made Daniel Jones work for a year, so I guess I can understand this. I mean, Dart probably doesn't even start this year. Dart probably doesn't even start this year. Dart probably does not start this year. At least I'd be surprised if he did. You just don't have to start him. Like, why would you bother? You don't have to start him this year. Yeah, you don't have to start him. So I guess there's that factor. If you're the Giants and you wanted Jackson Dart, I guess, like, throughout this whole entire experience, you're like, okay, Jackson Dart's going to need time to sit. I can sit here and I can play either Jameis Winston or Russell Wilson, and Dart can develop for a couple of years. So I guess I see that. Never put Josh Allen and Jackson Dart in a sentence again, Kurt Warner. Never put those two guys in the same sentence again, Kurt Warner. Never do that again. Never, ever do that shit again. Oh, my God, never do that shit again. Never, ever do that dumbass shit again, bro. So what are the Saints? The Saints have to hop the Browns, right? Like, they have to be getting anxious. They have to be getting anxious, right? Like, how are the Saints feeling right now? The Saints are in a weird spot, a very weird spot. What do they do? If Will John, could you imagine if the Falcons jumped into the first round to take Shadur? That might be the funniest thing I think you could think of. Atlanta receives a 26th overall pick and a third-round pick. Okay. If the Rams get a second pick, get the second pick, but the Falcons gave up a seventh and oh, wow. Wow, and the Rams got a first out of that? The Rams got a first pick, a first rounder out of that shit? Okay. Wow. The Falcons could go edge rusher here still. They could still go edge rusher because Jalen Walker doesn't have to. Jalen Walker isn't necessarily an edge. It's not. Jalen Walker is not necessarily an edge rusher. He could be an off-ball guy. So this very well could be Azaraku or Mike Green. Still could be Azaraku or Mike Green. Okay. James Pierce? They traded back up in the first round to pass on Mike Green and Donovan Azaraku for fucking James. I'm so sick. I'm so sick. Oh my God. They traded. I'm so sick. I'm so sick. Oh my God. The Rams fucking fleece the fuck out of the Falcons and they go with James Pierce. Okay. Holy shit. Fleeced. That's just bad. I forgot James Pierce was even an option. The Falcons traded a first-round pick for James Pierce. They always do something stupid. Leave it to Atlanta. Every fucking year they do something dumb. Every year. Every year. And here we are. Once again, Atlanta traded their second rounder, like another pick, and a first in 2026 to jump up to 26th overall for James fucking Pierce when Mike Green and Donovan Azaraku were on the board. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. They just never know what the fuck's going on over there. The real question is, where is Will Johnson going to go? I don't know. That's a very good question at this point because no one fucking has a clue, it feels like. It feels like no one has a clue anymore. Like, where is he going to go? I don't know. I don't know. I can't, dude. Like, oh, man. These last couple picks have been so brutal for me. I guess Dart was fine. But, like, fuck, dude. I would have really liked if Shedeur went to the fucking Giants. It sucks. Okay. The Ravens going with Malachi Starks. The Ravens and the Bills, and maybe if the Saints want to trade back up. Those are the last 3 matches I could potentially get. But no, actually, Dart's gone, so I can't even match that. Fuck me. Dart was fine. I mean, I would never do it, but I can see why they did. I can't see why the fucking Falcons would trade a first-round fucking pick. Why would the Falcons trade a first-round pick for James Pierce? I don't know. I can't answer that question for you. But it feels like every year at this point, it's just like, what dumbass shit can the Falcons do this time? They always find a way to do something stupid. Always. It's just terrible, man. Like the Falcons, Raheem Morris lasts like 1 more year. Like they're going to underperform again this season, and then he's going to be out. And then he's going to be fucking out. That's not true at all. I can't see why they did because Shane and Dable are fired no matter what. No, they're not. Why would they be fired? Going with Jackson Dart here means that there's no way they're fired after this year. There's no way Brian Dable and Joe Shane are fired after this year unless it somehow goes that bad. It would have to go so catastrophically terrible that he would have to, that he would get fired. That's the only way. But I don't think he's gonna. I don't think those guys are out. They're on the hot seat. I don't really think they are. I don't think Dable really ever was. Dable was working with absolutely nothing last year offensively. Like maybe Shane, but it's been stated that this is their last year if they're not contending. I don't think that's true. Like contending for what? Anybody in their right mind would know that the Giants are not going to be genuine contenders this year. Like there's no way. There's no way. No. And the signing of Russell Wilson and Jameis Winston and then drafting Jackson Dart paves a clear path of sitting him for a couple of years or a year and then starting him. If you're drafting Jackson Dart under the leadership of Joe Shane and Brian Dable when you have 2 veteran quarterbacks signed, that is a tall tale indication, in my opinion, that they're here for at least 2 more years. The Falcons could have offered that package for TJ and I would have took it, and the Rams got that shit for fucking pick 26. That's hysterical. I need James Pierce, Josh Simmons, Maxwell Harrison, Will Johnson, and Donovan Jackson to win $25. Is it possible? Shit, it's possible. Harrison's not going in the first round. I'm sorry. Yeah, I figured. Yeah, no, Harrison's not going in the first round. No way. No way. Will Johnson making it this far is pretty insane. I will say that much. I did not expect him to make it past pick 16. All right, Malachi Starks. If Malachi Starks isn't a Raven, I'm going to be very sad. But they could go Mike Green. They can go Ezraku. Like, I didn't expect those 2 guys to be here, if I'm being honest. So, here we are. But Starks here would be very big for me. Big for me. Man, I was actually not on the worst pace ever. And it just, this back half of this first round is just slaughtering me. That honestly, yeah, Will Johnson's knee must be in very concerning shape for him to be dipping this far. That's really all it comes down to. Same thing with Jahad Campbell. Who they could go Jahad Campbell, I guess. I don't know. I guess we'll see where the Ravens decide to go. I would love Malachi Starks here, though. I'm going to say that just 55 times over. Have I gotten a hit after pick 20? I don't think I have. It's just been a crapshoot, man. It's just been a crapshoot. All right, here we go. Come on, Malachi Starks, please. Please. Yes, yes. Fuck yes, man. Finally. Finally. Malachi to the Ravens. Hit. About fucking time, dude. Oh, it's been too long since I got one. Too long. It's been too fucking long since I got one, man. Ugh. Thank God, man. Thank God. I was getting a little antsy there. I was getting a little antsy for a short time there. Bang, bang, bang. It is a good pick for the Ravens. It really is. It's a great pick. I never thought, a lot of people thought the Bills were going to have Malachi Starks in their lap. I'm like, he's not making it past Baltimore. No way. No way he makes it past Baltimore. Oh, boy. Who goes to the Lions at 28? It has to be Ezraku or Mike Green. It just has to be. It just has to be Ezraku or Mike Green. They need an edge rusher opposite of Aiden so bad. Yeah, Will Johnson and Jahad Campbell are both taking catastrophic slides. Both are taking catastrophic slides. Vikings passed on Hamilton and now Starks guaranteed all pro. That's funny shit. That's some funny shit right there. All right. I can't get this one right, but I could get a player in the first round here, so I'm rooting for it. I needed another player in the first round. That would give me to 38 points. I think I can max out with 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44. I think I can max out with 44 points, which would be good, but that's not happening. So I'm not going to expect that to happen. But who do the Bills go with, bro? The Bills are in an interesting spot. The Bills are in a really interesting spot. What do you do? Starks is gone. Harmon and Grant are gone. I don't think they're in on Eamon Worry. I think they go either Trey Amos or maybe Maxwell Harrison, or they trade out. I would bet. I don't know. If Will Johnson hasn't gone now, I don't think he's going to go in the first round. I don't think they go Will Johnson. I think they pass on him. Oh man, the Browns could still end up with Shadur. I don't know. I did not see him making it past the Saints, the Broncos, and then a trade up by the Giants. I don't know. I can see why you'd be concerned. Oh my God, holy shit. The fact that the Browns could possibly have Shadur and Travis, I'm sick. Yeah, but trading out was a great idea. Yeah, trade out. I'm Cleveland. I trade out of the greatest. I trade out of the greatest prospect ever. Yeah, fucking idiots, man. Idiots. There must be a trade stirring because, like, I see nothing about the 28th pick occurring here. Yeah, Malachi Starks is a baller, bro. I wonder if the Lions are trading out. This is interesting. I feel like we would have seen a pick by now. But it would make no sense for them to move back. Like, they have two of what I consider top 5 edge rushers at their disposal. Like, what would they be trading back for? This is a team trying to continue to contend. They have a clear need to help Hutchinson. Like, it would make absolutely zero sense for them to move out of this pick. Absolutely zero sense. Oh my God, Malachi Starks and Kyle Hamilton. I'm salivating. Okay, the Lions pick is in, so yeah. It's going to be Mike Green. My bet's Mike Green here. Mike Green. Mike Green is my bet. Come on. Come on, Roger. Walk up to that stage. Just going to move on here, pal. It's 11:15, man. Here he comes. Here he comes. He's listening to me. Come on, Raj. Come on. Let's hear it. What? They couldn't trade out for that? You're telling me you couldn't call up the Saints and trade out for that? Okay. Yeah. Honest to God, Coulter, pack it the fuck up. What are we doing here? It's always the Lions, bro. This asshole is 48 points. How? What are we doing? Oh my God. The fact that I don't even get a point there is so gross. So gross. Oh, I'm really mad about that. Not going to lie. I'm really, really mad about that. Like, it's every year with these fucks. Oh my God. Like, just stop. They're trying to be different so bad. It's like with the Falcons, they're just complete morons over there. But with the Lions, they're just trying to be different. It's the same thing with going for it on 4th down constantly. Oh, we're doing something that no one else can do, and we're different, and we have big balls. It's like we do what we want. Go fuck. I don't care. It's every year, but it works. Does it? Define works. Because they choked like a 20-point lead to the 49ers in the NFC Championship game, and then last year imploded to a first-year quarterback and a team that was projected to finish with 4 wins in the preseason. I don't think this shit is working, bro. But I guess they do need interior defensive line help. But once again, what happened to drafting horizontally? There are so many interior defensive linemen. There has been one interior defensive lineman drafted so far in this. Oh, wait, I lied. I'm going to restart that. There have been 3 interior defensive linemen drafted in this class so far. 3. Mason Graham, Derek Harmon, and Kenneth Grant. There is a cesspool of defensive tackles available. Like, it's arguably next to running back, the deepest position in this entire class. Edge rusher, on the other hand, not so much. You need someone on the other side. Oh, Walter Nolan did go. Okay. I fucked this whole rant up. Either way, those were 4 guys that you suspected to go in the first round. But this is still one of the deepest classes. Like, this is still one of the deepest classes at the interior defensive line position. So, I don't know. It just is so weird to me. Like, the concept of drafting horizontally should not be lost just because you love a player that much. like I said, interior defensive line next to running back is like the deepest position in this whole class. If you wanted one so bad, move back. There are not that many edge rushers that are first-round guys or potentially game changers opposite of Aiden Hutchinson. Like Ezraku and Mike Green, that's it. Like, that's the end of the rope. Tyleek Williams, like, definitely an upper second-round grade, but over someone on the outside when you could have gotten like an Omar Norman a lot later? Like, I don't know. It's just a little weird to me. I don't care if it works for the Lions. I still think that their process is constantly horrendous. I still think their process is just constantly ass backwards. There has been one guy on the huddle report to have more than 10 matches. He has 4 more points than second place. He is slaughtering. The pick is in for the Commanders. Well, this has to be Ezraku or Mike Green, or else I've lost the plot. Actually, they've lost the plot. And unfortunately for me, I had the Commanders as the team trading out. So this could have been an easy fucking 3 points for me if they go with one of those two guys. Like, it's so sickening, man. What are you laughing about, Shadur? Sucks. It sucks, man. And I can't get a match here. I can only get the Bills with Maxwell Harrison. That's my last potential match. That's my last match potential. Unless the Rams want to trade back up into the first round and draft Trey Amos, or the Texans want to trade back up into the first round and take Josh Simmons. That's really the only thing I can ask for at this point. All right, come on, Roger. Let's go, buddy. Here he comes. He listened again. Oh, Roger, you are on my good side tonight. Roger, you get to sleep in the bed tonight. You're not sleeping on the couch. Oh, if they go with a receiver, I'm throwing up. If they go with Luther Burden, I'm throwing up. Oh! Why? Yeah, I mean, it's shocked, bro. Fuck this. It's shocked. I mean, like, they have so many problems defensively, and that's where they go. I don't get it. Just when you think you know what teams need, you have no idea what they're thinking. Like, there are two top edge rushers available. Who? I mean, Connerly's not like the worst pick ever, but they just traded for fucking Laramie Tunsil. Brandon Coleman was fine last year. Like, why? Their current edge rushers are Andre Jones Jr., TJ Magaranyanga, Javonte Jean-Baptiste, Jalen Holmes, Cleveland Farrell, Jacob Martin, Deatrick Wise, Dorrance Armstrong, and Vilamai Fehoko. Like, you have no edge rushers at all. Bro, they just traded for Laramie Tunsil. I'll check it after. All right, well, Buffalo. Dead ass, dude. They might have a pressure rate of 3% and have 4 sacks. Like, have you heard of any of those players in your life? The only player on the outside rushing the passer that I've heard of for the Commanders is Cleveland Farrell and Deatrick Wise and Dorrance Armstrong. That's it. 3 of their 7 guys I've heard of, and they're not starter material. And then they have Deron Payne, Javon Kinlaw, Johnny Newton on the inside, and Eddie Goldman, Sheldon Day. Like, their interior isn't bad. But like, what? It just doesn't make sense, man. So now do the Bills go with Bezaraku? Or do the Bills go with Mike Green? Or do the Bills go with Will Johnson? Or do the Bills go with Maxwell Harrison? I'm like very split right now because I want the Bills to go with like a player that I know will be very good, but I also want to get the pick right. So like kind of bugging right now. They're just going to trade out. We're going to sit here for 4 minutes and they're going to trade the fuck out. Assholes. They're hugging in the war room. They're hugging and fucking in the war room. They made their pick. Who's it going to be? It might be Will Johnson. It really might be, which would be just insane. But I love the idea of Will Johnson, but in this way, it's scary to me. Like, if Will Johnson slid this far, there is a really big issue. Really big. It's really big. So that scares the shit out of me. Like, if it's Will Johnson, I'm not going to know how to feel. Like, at all. Ben Morrison's not going right now, Charles Davis. I promise you that. Although I never would have thought Tyreek Williams would be a first rounder either, but here we fucking are. Look, I will say this too. The Eagles won the Super Bowl on the backs of their offensive line and interior defensive front. So what are we seeing a lot of right now? We've seen 5 interior defensive tackles get taken. We've seen how many offensive linemen? 1, 2, 3, 4. We saw 5 Booker, 6 in Gray Zabe or Josh Connerly. Like, makes sense. Pick is in. All right, come on, Raj. Let's go, Raj. Get high stepping up to that podium, my boy. High step to that podium, my boy. All right, here we go, Raj. The Chiefs have to go Josh Simmons, right? Like, if they don't, I crash out. Officially.
For the second time tonight, we have the opportunity to grant a wish for a deserving young man to announce the first pick for his favorite team.
All right, Tommy, do me good. This is the moment that we've been waiting for. And I don't know how to feel about whatever they can do here. Like, I'm going to have a really hard time hating anything they do here. I really am. Like, I'm not going to, unless they do something so fucking irrational, I'm not going to hate anything they do here. But it is possible. They've done some dumb shit. But I don't think they can do anything I dislike here. Yeah! Bang! Bang! Come on! Come on! Bang! Fuck yeah! Come on! Good fucking move, bro. Come on! Felt like a fucking Bill the whole time. He felt like a Bill the whole fucking time. Bang! That's a good fucking pick. That's a good fucking pick. Primarily a zone corner. This makes sense. That's a good pick. It's a good pick. It's a great pick. Great pick. I love that. I love that. I really do. Yeah, I do. I also feel bad for Will Johnson. I feel really bad for Will Johnson. This is good. This is a guy that plays the Bills. They like to play a lot of zone coverage, right? But this is a guy with the traits that can play some bump and run. So this is a good pick. This is a good pick. Big fucking hit. Big fucking hit, man. Come on. Oh, my God. Oh, I thought my stream crashed. Eagles moved up one pick. That would probably be the dumbest thing I think I've ever heard. Unless they're picking 31st and 32nd. Are the Eagles picking 31st and 32nd? Could that be remotely possible? I do feel bad for Will Johnson. He's having this is like the nightmare scenario they talk about. Casey has 32. What's up? Oh my God, you're alive? Holy shit. Where have you been, bro? Eagles taking Mike Green, confirmed. That's what I think happened too. Maxwell Harrison, bro. Seems like a good guy. Raiders hype? Yeah, kind of. Fuck it. Fuck Ashton Genty. Bro, I'm not going to be happy. Oh, geez, don't say that. Just stop. Just stop saying anything, Coulter. Oh, my God. All right, well. All right, I'm happy now. I'm happy I got to the 40-point mark. That was my goal, was to hit 40, and I did. So I'm happy about that. I'm so confused that the Eagles would trade up one spot. I see no purpose in trading up one spot. That doesn't make any sense to me. I'm interested to know what they paid to move up one spot. How do you trade with a team? I don't know. I don't quite understand that concept. I don't quite understand said concept. The sick part is if I would have had Genty to the Raiders, that would have been 42 points, and then I would have had Membu to the Jets. That would be 38 plus 6, 44 points. Oh yeah, sick. I would be in the top 5. Yep, but I'm an idiot. I did this shit fucking last year. I gotta stop. Next year. I'm not doing this shit again. I'm not fucking this up again. This is the second year in a row I've done some bullshit. I could be so much higher on this damn leaderboard, but I do some bullshit every fucking time. I'm fucking mad. Son of a bitch. Hitting Harrison was fun, though. That was fun. That was real fun. I did not see. I did not see that coming. I did not see that coming. See, the Chiefs traded with the Eagles because now they're picking at 32, and it makes them feel like they won the Super Bowl again. Hey, whatever tickles your fancy. I still can't believe Tyreek Williams went to 28 to the Lions. Fuck off, Detroit. I'm Dan Campbell, and I like to do things that no one else would do. I like to be completely and utterly dumb and aggressive and emotional and say I'm different and I rebuilt culture here, but in all reality, all I'm doing is completely going against common sense. Yeah, I'm just angry. Let me be angry. Let me be angry. Oh, I legit could have 44 points if I just dumbass this. I should have just went with Genty. I'm going to reminisce about that. Reminisce is the wrong word. I'm going to regret that for a long time. For a long, long time. Otherwise, I think I did pretty good. My mock just not done too bad. For not having those two picks, which were one and the other. If you have Genty to the Raiders, you had Membu to the Jets. For not having those two and still scoring the way I did, I guess I'll take that as a moral victory. Ugh. Oh, man. Two. Oh, man. Sorry, I'm not reading comments. I was looking at something on Twitter. I'm not reading comments. I don't want to have this spoiled. The last two picks, I don't want them spoiled. Oh, man, this can be really bad. It's got to be either Mike Green or Ezraku, right? Please. Or Will Johnson. Please. Just give me another point. If this is Shahad Campbell or Eamon Warrior, I'm going to be really sad. Oh, man, I'm going to be really sad if it's one of those guys. Who could this be? Like, oh, it might be Jahad Campbell, but why would they trade up for that? Like, I don't think they needed to trade up one pick for Jahad Campbell. I don't think they needed to trade up one pick for anybody. I guess I don't quite understand it. Well, what makes me think it's not Jahad Campbell, it had to have been a player that the Chiefs would have threatened to take. I don't think the Chiefs were in business for the linebacker, so that wouldn't make sense. I don't think the Chiefs were in business for a linebacker, so I don't think it was him. It might have been Will Johnson, I guess, but I think it's an edge rusher because both teams could probably use that. It's got to be one of the edge rushers. Fuck! I'm fucking believable. What? I don't know, bro. That makes absolutely no sense. That was on accident. That was entirely on accident. That was like a joke, low key. I don't even understand what the fuck that was about. I don't. Jahad Campbell to the Eagles. And I don't get a point for that, which really sucks. That just puts so many people at 40 with me. Damn it. That just puts so many people at 40 with me. Ugh. All right. I need this to be Josh Simmons. Maybe some people had Josh Simmons falling out. If this can be Josh Simmons, then I'm feeling comfortable. Josh Simmons, I think, is best pick, best case scenario. I think Josh Simmons is best case scenario here for me. Gets me to 41 points. I doubt too many people have Josh Simmons. I'm sure some people have this as a match, though. That's the problem. It's either you don't have him in the first round or it's probably a match. Ish. Damn. Jahad. I almost big brain Jahad. That sucks. That really sucks. Almost big brain that shit. Fuck. All right, come on. Wrap it up. I want to go to fucking bed. Ugh. The fuck was the running back doing in that clip? Did they just sort of highlight of a sack that Jahad Campbell got, and the running back looked like he glitched out in Madden? Jahad Campbell makes too much sense. I just can't believe Ezraku and Mike Green are going to fall out of the first. I'm very surprised by that development. All right, come on. Get on with it. Get on with it, damn it.
Here's how badly Eagles general manager Howie Roseman wanted Jahad Campbell. When the Chargers were on the clock at 22, he was working the phones trying to get a trade.
Wow.
Thought they had a trade, thought it was done. The Chargers ended up thinking, try to get it 23, again at 20.
The Eagles were trying to trade up for Jahad Campbell that bad. Wow. Wow. Imagine how gross would that have been if they would have traded up to 21 and like we never would know that he would have fallen this far, but hypothetically speaking, we see it now. He gets this far. Like that would have been annoying. That would have been very annoying. All right, come on. Give me Josh Simmons and I can go to bed happy. All right, come on. Get on with it. Holy shit. We are going on 3 hours and 52 minutos. I'm shocked the Saints didn't jump back up. They had the draft capital. They loved Jackson Dart, supposedly. I'm shocked that they didn't jump back up. I really am. I really, really, really am. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, pick is in. We know. Why is bro doing the John Cena celebration? Why is bro John Cena emoting at the NFL draft? Isn't John Cena like the biggest heel in wrestling right now? Why is he? I don't know, bro. It's that late. It's that time of night. Why do they do this on a Thursday, these assholes? I wonder what the Chiefs really could do whatever the hell they want here. I just hope I get another point. Don't care what it is. Just give me a point. Okay, it's Josh Simmons. All right. I kind of figured that was going to happen. Yeah, I kind of saw that one coming from a mile away. And Will Johnson falls out of the first round. Yeah, no, not doing this for the second round. I did it for the first and second round one year, and I was just dead. I was just so dead the rest of the time. Wow, I think that Josh Simmons pick just like bumped me down the leaderboards a lot. That's really gross. That's really, oh, that's so gross. I think that actually just fucked me, that pick. Oh, whatever. I don't mind that much. I don't mind that much, I guess. All right. Well, that will do it, ladies and gentlemen. I am calling that a night. Oz and I are going to record for first round grades tomorrow, and we'll have that up. Yeah, we're gonna do that tomorrow. Maybe we'll. I'll run it by him. Yes, I thank you. I appreciate all you guys for hopping in. It was a very fun time. I'm looking forward to grading and talking about this class a little bit more. The fantasy drafts are going to start up. the fantasy drafts are going to start up pretty soon too. So, the Discord will be getting back to, being a little bit more lively as we get more involved with the fantasy stuff. So thank you guys all for watching. It was a great, great time. I enjoyed myself. I hope you guys enjoyed yourselves too. Thank you for tuning in, enjoying, subscribe to ATB. I'll see you guys later. Good night. Peace. Good night. Thanks.